A stampede, no handles, flying like a banshee. They use cheat codes, but we don't cheat though. No cliff notes, homie, we don't need those. Come on, and just take the high road. I'm trying to fly though, wanna touch the sky but still lie low. Never water down even with the hydro. Vaporize the hate so I don't have to keep my eyes low. Hit Oslo, get it in Norway. Cleanse palates with the callous man sorbet. Doorways open up, yup, more cake. Soon enough the sweet turns sour, more court dates. We burn it down though, and just live it up. It sucks ass when they ask about a living trust. I don't have one, cause I don't have shit. And when I do, I'm probably gonna just stash it. It takes time for the interest to make sense. It makes sense for the linguist to invest. I've been blessed with a brain and some rhythm. Those hairs too square. But no carry-ons, but we carry hope. No politics, but y'all should probably vote. Don't involve me, I live for the stereo. Right side, left side, middle path, adios. No label when you living independent. Rent is too damn high for my pension. Like the lottery, the way it just rubs off. Opposite of Jimmy McMillan, I take the gloves off. And take some cheap shots, fighting for the beatbox. I'm throwing down harder than the dude who beat Brock. I'm more able though, but still murderous. On the beat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How we all doing tonight? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to another fun-filled week of streams, guys. 3 days full of fun. Hopefully 3 days. How is everyone tonight? Everybody doing good? All right. Hold on. Give me just a second here before I unmute. Everybody hear me? Uh-oh. Okay, good. Okay. I'm coming in loud and clear. All right, good. All right. So I am very excited for tonight. I do not believe that Miss Paradox has ever done anything like this before, so I hope that she's not too nervous, and hope we're not going to scare her, chat. We're not going to scare her. So just let's be nice, let's be cordial. She has to deal with Mitch, okay? Let's try to give her. I'm kidding. I love you, Mitch. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Hope you stick around. Anyway, okay, I'm done. All right. Without further ado, let's unmute and get started, shall we?
It's so wonderful. Thank you, Mike.
Hello. Hi, Miss Paradox. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Well, I'm wonderful, and I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. And hello,
thanks for having me.
And hello, Toxic and Squatch, and hello to you both. Hello.
Oh, look, you've seen us. We're here. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, we exist.
You know what? I thought I would try something a little different and, talk to the guest first and then talk to you.
I'm sorry, I'm in a mood.
I can tell.
Maybe.
Well, then I think I was the one that very vivaciously said hello when she unmuted.
No, it's
so,
okay. No, you're totally fine. But no, so what did you think of those songs, Paradox?
Oh, I was just saying that I have Anything Goes now stuck in my head. Thank you very much.
Right?
Yeah. So I will literally be waking up at 3 a.m. to pee and to hum that song. I already know it. It's already written. I've come to peace with it. Yeah.
Goes. Well, it was actually kind of funny when I was putting the link for. So what I usually try to do is I try to promote the streams like in different discords and stuff that I'm in like a couple hours before or whatever. Well, I was putting it. I was putting the link to the stream in the now recording chosen ones chat, and Liana message. Liana is Liana. We love Liana, but anytime that I post a stream, and I don't know why she does this, she's like 6 hours. 7 hours, and it's like
she wants it now. I do the same fucking thing.
She's on a kick with that, and it's hilarious.
You should just respond to her. Yes, some of us plan instead of just arriving. Well, some of us plan ahead. Yeah,
but no, and it's funny because it's just it's Liana. I mean, come on, you can't knock her for it. But right. So anyway, so she said that, and I said, hi, Liana. And then she messaged me back, and she said, I've had your intro song stuck in my head now for the last few days.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I get that intro. That was done by Mr. Trippy Savage, actually. He did that for us, and he did the outro for us, too. But I love the original song, so, by Boston. So, but yeah, that's a great song. I love it. Anyway, so we're going to have Mike the Bike on the brain now for a little bit, aren't you?
He's funny. He is so talented. There's not a song that I don't like. I mean, it's very reminiscent for me anyway, for like Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's that kind of like esque, you know what I mean? I put it in the same kind of genre. There you go. I mean, I don't watch musicals. I hate fucking musicals. It was something like 6 years ago. My mother finally looked at me and said, Rocky Horror is a musical. And literally my world shattered. Like right at that moment. What? Up was no longer up and down was no longer down.
Do you like the Beatles at all?
Not one of my faves. Oh, not one of my favorites.
So they also have a musical. Across the Universe is probably one of my favorites.
Oh my god, that movie's amazing. I love that movie. Yeah. I love that movie.
I've got a very good friend that is a movie reviewer, and I'm sure she's now screaming at the podcast saying, "Oh, I told her to watch it. She hasn't."
Yeah. No,
maybe
look,
you should.
I don't know. Toxic, have you seen Toxic is also not really big on he's not, okay, I don't want to say that he's not big on watching movies because that sounds mean. He hasn't watched a lot of movies.
Oh, okay.
So, do you know Across the Universe by any chance, Toxic?
You lost me at the Beatles.
Yeah, he's
you
a
and me
lost
both
cause.
Toxic.
Fucking Zoomers don't know shit.
You don't... Come on, you have to know who the Beatles are. Come on.
I know
my
who they
guitar
are.
gently weeps.
Somebody brought this. I've
I
never
just think
heard
they're
of them
overrated. I don't think that they really. I think people have puffed them up quite a bit.
Well,
it doesn't diminish what they did and what they achieved and their abilities and blah blah blah. They don't fucking walk on water. So,
well, the thing that how I look at it is that I can see your point though. I can see how some bands or some musicians in general or artists in general could be hyped up when they're like, not much at all. Like, I don't know. The first one that comes to my head is Ice Spice. That's the most recent one that I can think of. But
Listen.
what?
No.
What?
No.
What?
All right. The Beatles, all right, once all their fans and all that die off and fall off the face of the planet, okay?
Their children
Were they really
will take
that
up the
big?
mantle.
No. There's no...
You're not giving peace a chance, Toxic. You're not giving peace a chance.
Once all the fans are gone, they were just fart in the wind, That's all they were.
I don't think that their fans...
I was as big as the Beatles was in 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know though. Like, do you guys ever? Okay, so I'm old, right? And so I often think about how how they go along with like whatever generation that they grew up with whatever songs, fashions, blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And so like you live your reality through the lens of the generation you grew up with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to understand like the Beatles, you have to like project yourself into an understanding of, of a different generation.
Mhm.
And I think that the Beatles will forever be the Beatles for that generation. And
Yeah.
and for me, like my generation is like Nirvana. I mean,
Yeah.
no one will ever, come close to what he accomplished. And also like Sublime. Sublime was also part of, I mean, there's, people pushing whatever limits, and that means something for you because it's personalized within your generation. So, so people ask about like your question about the Beatles, and it's just, I can understand that they were necessary for the time that they were in. And I think if they existed now, they probably wouldn't succeed, to be honest. I think they're pretty plain and crackerish at this point, and not to use a slur, but I will.
Crackerish. I like that.
I am offended. My lily white skin. Oh my God.
Dang. Well, I mean, I love the Beatles too. Don't get me wrong, and they are nostalgic for me too in a way because I think I've mentioned this before. Most of my taste in music came from my parents. And their taste in music was very much the Beatles, Aerosmith, Bruce Springsteen, Beach Boys, bands like that or musicians like that.
Jesus Christ.
Supertramp.
Boston.
You're just naming the Fallout soundtrack.
No, I am not.
You little
He's got a point, actually.
Is that a Fallout soundtrack? Are you kidding me? Are you? Oh my God.
Okay, that is also a banger. Don't even.
What? What's a banger?
I don't want to set the world on fire, okay?
True.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
Very true.
I'm so
I don't want to
confused.
set the world on fire.
Yeah,
I just
but
want to
it's
start one in your heart, or however the lyrics
Oh,
go.
is that a Fall Out Boy song? Or
No,
Fallout the video game.
Oh boy.
They use like old 50s music.
Gotcha.
Toxic is calling us old, KHuck.
I
Hey,
know.
actually, Squatchin, right?
Oh no.
First of all, I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire is from 1935. Second of all, I like that
Fuck
song.
you.
It's a good song.
Damn.
That's like,
I just said I was 90 years old.
that song came out when Peepaw was in like elementary school.
God damn.
Hey, do not knock the old around me. Do not go there.
Exactly.
Peepaw has won his stripes, and I'm
true.
nothing but fucking grateful that he's back, and I hope he learned whatever lesson he needed to learn with whatever all that went on for him, and I'm just happy to see him. That's
I am too. I am very much too. Yeah. Although I am sad because when we I don't know if you didn't watch it, I understand completely. But he actually came on Friday on our last stream for our 1-year anniversary stream. That was a lot of fun. And he came on to talk for a few minutes and to say congrats and whatnot. It's very, very sweet. But unfortunately, from what he had told us Friday, he will not be able to actually have his streams back until like sometime in the fall. Because of because of his work schedule.
Yeah, he's getting to that age where he's getting to the age where his hip's starting to cause problems
Toxic.
I
did not. Are you
wanting? You do not condone his.
Are you calling him to come in here and kick your butt? Is that what you're wanting to happen?
Man can run circles around you. So if you fucking think you can take it, I'd love to watch it.
I don't think he can run very far. Neither can I, to be fair.
No, he doesn't need to run.
Oh my God, Jesus! People ain't even here, and he's catching strays. Shit. but no. So hopefully that will. I don't know if that will change or not, but I was kind of bummed out to find that out too. So
that's okay. I'll make Peepaw AI. The future is.
That would be amazing.
Oh, that actually would be cool.
And you know what?
I want Peepaw to read my TTS.
That'd be great.
True.
I'm gonna have a default set to 1.5 speed.
Well, can't you put like people's like downloadable stuff into it so that they read it. I mean, isn't that like a new thing where
Yes.
they're using
Yeah.
people's
now
voices to
recording
read
does
the
it all
same
the time.
thing now?
Yeah, now recording uses it
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah,
Mhm.
for the
Same
intro
with
to
Nick
their.
and
I think it's
Yeah.
fucking brilliant. I
Chris
think
uses
it's
it as
great,
well.
especially when they get the cadence and the
Oh,
the
yeah.
style down.
You know
Like
what you should.
because that really to a lot of people, that's which is partly why I think it's a good and a bad thing, because they could very well put a pronunciation of a certain thing at a certain point of a certain way, and it comes across differently because the inflection isn't in there. So I mean, so it could be good because you could hear it from their own horse's mouth or whatever, and then
Right.
bad that that wasn't what they were insinuating, but the way that you put the input, that's the way it comes out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I legit think that we just put an idea into Toxic's brain to do the AI people. You totally should. Totally should.
I think it should be used with great care and attentiveness and integrity.
That's true.
With great
That's all.
power
With
comes
great power,
responsibility.
exactly.
You guys
Yeah,
think
I
I'm
agree.
With great
responsible? That's
AI
great.
comes.
True. Well,
You can
know,
be tried as an adult, sir. You need
or you know
to
what
start
you could
being
do?
responsible.
I'm
Or
mentally
you could
like
get-
4.
You could get
True.
Mitch to do it. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, you could get Mitch to do it.
Okay, that's not
Mitch
saying
did
much,
it.
sweetheart. Okay, let's
speaking of
let's
mentally
be
sore.
honest. If you're mentioning Mitch, the bar is already historically low. So I mean,
Damn.
if you're gonna start at that low, then
I
think
mean,
you're
shit.
aiming a
Easily
different
obtainable
way.
goals. The key to success is baby steps.
I'm just saying. Nerdy John has him or did. I don't know if he still does. Nerdy John had him as a for his dancing as his dono sound. So why not?
Is who?
Nerdy John. He has Peapod dance on his picture for like when he gets
Oh,
donations.
dancing.
Yeah, it's the Peapod dancing one, the original one.
Yeah, he like jiggles, and it's a great dance. Yeah. I think it's awesome. I mean, the man's having fun. I don't know why y'all think it's fucking hilarious. Like,
Paradox, do you remember
brother, get down.
Exactly. Well, do you remember why he did that? Do you remember that by any chance?
Oh God, it was somebody was doing something for a goal or something, or
It was the twerking contest.
It was a twerking, yeah. Was that what it was?
You had tipster twerking. You had clips of Chris the Narc. You had
that's what it was. Yeah, different clips. Yeah.
Peepaw.
Wait. I know. I thought that Peapod danced for Xylee. Wasn't he trying to make
I think it was around the same time as the twerking.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
Yeah, I remember it being the twerking thing with the different people, because Mitch did it as well. Mitch went ahead and did it, and he's got so I don't understand if he still has this setup, and God, I hope God he doesn't. But he used to have this setup where what I see, like as I look at my Discord and his camera, like, is a certain angle, but what you all see from the audience side on his YouTube channel is a different angle. And like maybe it's a different camera, maybe it's a different, I don't know. I just know that it's different because when I say something to him about something, the angle is different because his purview is different. I don't know if that makes fucking sense. Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, I don't know if that's just something, because I always say to him, "Oh, stop doing that. You're on." And he's like, Paradox, it's not on that camera. I'm not showing that.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, and I've never figured it out. I've just always gone, okay.
One camera straight in through like OBS, and then the other one is what's hooked to Discord.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Because you can do video capture through OBS.
Yeah, you can. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah, because
that makes sense.
Well, because the only times, and this was even when he was here, when he would come on camera off and on, I just saw him at the angle that he was at, that I always see him at, and that's mostly from the right hand side for me. Is where I see him, but that's just how I'm used to seeing him when he streams. That's just me. So but I never knew that though. I didn't know that. So you see him? Do you see him from the left or from the right? Then what angle do you see him from?
Okay, so this is what's funny is that I didn't realize that it was a different camera or if it was a different shot until he posted a short, and I remember distinctly in our call, I said stage right. No, it says stage left. But then when you're like actually watching it, it is his stage left. But the way it's recorded, it's stage right.
Oh.
So it looks like I'm calling it wrong because he went left.
Oh,
And
I see.
Anyway, so it was just,
mirrored.
So yeah, something was mirrored, and I was like, that's not right. Like, you know, I know I can be loopy times, but that's
I mean,
that's
can't
not.
We all?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Can't we all be?
And usually by the time that Australia is up for streaming or whatever, you know, I've usually either not slept or not eaten correctly, or you know, I mean, there's either my acid indigestion is killing me and I'm up at 3 a.m. or I'm having a manic episode and I have paint everywhere, and you know, yeah.
You are obviously in the States. Are you in California?
I am not in Cali. I laugh because I was raised in Southern California and spent most of my adult life in Northern California.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you obviously.
So I was born in the Midwest. I'm actually living in the South at the moment. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I get around.
Well, I was not born here, but I've been raised. I'm in Missouri. I've said where.
Oh, okay.
What state I'm in? I'm in Missouri.
God, you can do those winters.
What?
The winters. You can do the winters.
No, barely.
Oh, okay. I was like, girl. I cannot do those winters.
What? No. We don't. There's the winters here are nothing compared to what Squatchin gets.
Nothing. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Have you seen the winters where I'm at?
Toxic?
It gets down to like 85
you have green
degrees.
grass. Oh no.
It gets down to 85 degrees.
Oh no, toxic. Poor
Toxic.
baby.
Oh no. You go down
it's
from
so cold here, you know.
Oh, put on a hoodie.
Put on a hoodie and a blanket.
I do.
Jesus.
I went to the beach today and wore a hoodie.
Choke
it was
on
like
one.
95 degrees today.
You wore a hoodie. Toxic. You wore a hoodie in 95-degree weather.
No, not today. I was joking, but normally I do.
I was gonna say.
I used to run around when I was toxic sage in a hoodie and sneakers in our winters, and also in the heat of summer. Okay, I lived in my hoodie.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
This is when you get old, the cold starts to affect you more.
True. And also, well, they know this, but Paradox, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I'm a mommy. And
I thought you were going to say Muslim.
No, oh my god.
Hold on, before we continue. Toxic, no, hold on. Toxic, I've always wanted to ask you this question, and the only reason is because I kind of want to ask every single member of the Now Recording Guys this question.
Oh god.
And that is, do you have an internal dialogue about what you are about to say? Or do you just say it and it comes just flying out and you can't, like, you weren't even aware it existed until you said it and it became reality?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that explains Mitch too. I mean, because
I think that there's a certain personality that, like, they don't think about what they're gonna say. They just instantaneously say it, and it is what it is. And some people will call them brave, and they're authentic. But I mean, those are words I wouldn't use, but that's what I've heard before. I think stupid is another one, but some people just don't think. They just do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've noticed that quite a bit, and that's kind of I think that's why I like Toxic so much. And I think
he just does. He just does.
Yeah, and I think that's why I like people like that. Not just Not Recording, but people like that in general that do that kind of thing. It's funny, and I like it.
Yeah, and you know what? You always know where you stand. I
True.
always know where I stand with Mitch. I always know where I stand with him.
True. Very, very true. Yeah. Well, look, we're kind of getting in. I guess we can go ahead and get into Mitch a little bit. Speaking of Mitch, well,
Oh, do we have to?
I don't want to go in, Mitch. Jesus.
you don't have to go in. Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know. You
He is the
might
only-
shave your legs, put on some heels, and give it a whirl and see
Okay.
see what he says.
Oh,
I don't wanna.
no.
Just bat your eyelashes a little bit. He likes that.
True.
I don't know how to do that.
Send him a little
know how to bat
emoji with
your
the hearts
eyes?
for eyes.
You don't have. Wait, Toxic. You don't know how to bat your eyes
I don't know how to control my
or your eyes.
eyelashes and eyebrows.
Oh, gotcha. That's fair. That's fair.
I have no clue, and I was out for so long. I don't know how to control my eyebrows at all.
Well, it's like a muscle though. Like it's mostly a muscle, so you can't tell. Okay,
All right. Well, I think
gotcha.
I'm
That makes sense.
brow
You
paralyzed.
do you. Oh, hold on. Let me
Botox.
ask you this: do you know that there's two, not one, but that there's two?
I
Two
can't count
what?
that high.
It's not always two.
Like you
Some
don't.
people
You can move
only
just
have
the
one.
left one, or you can move just the right one, or you could
How do you
move
do
both
that?
of them.
How
Oh,
do you
like
Rock
Ace
does it?
Ventura? Kind of like Ace Ventura or The Rock?
Like The
Yeah, kind
Rock.
of like that.
Yeah,
I don't know how
exactly.
he does it. I've
Oh,
seen
I
people
can't do
do it. I
that.
just don't know how.
Like
So,
Ace
but
Ventura,
like
Ace
for you,
Ventura does it
for
too.
you, is
Practice.
it all just
Or Jim
one
Carrey.
muscle that you feel? Is that just one muscle, or can you actually differentiate between the left and the right?
No, I can't do either. I don't know how.
So you don't even get
Oh.
one?
No.
Oh, you're
thought
just
you
a
got
lost
the one
fucking
at
cause.
least.
I don't know what
I
else.
That's
to-
true.
I only raised my
I
left
thought-
eyebrow.
Well, I know for the one eye, the one that you can kind of quote unquote see out of. I know you can't see out of it very well, but I thought that you had like some muscle or some feeling in that one. I guess not.
I can feel my eye, and I can feel my eyelash, but I don't know how to
Gotcha.
control my eyebrow.
I
Like, how do
see.
you?
I see. I gotcha.
I
Yeah,
don't
that I.
understand.
Well, I can how did we get on this tangent? I love it though. I love it. This is I love this.
No,
I'm not kidding.
how about
I
you
love
guys?
this.
Like, what about you guys? Like, can you guys do left and right, or is it just
No.
together? Is it just one, or is it separate for you?
I
I
can
can-
raise my left,
Uh-huh.
but I have to concentrate to do it on the other side. It's just more natural on my left.
Yeah, you know what's
No.
funny? I'm exactly that way. I can do my left, no problem. My right, I can still do, but it's a little more difficult.
I can. Well,
Are you
no,
left-handed?
No,
No, interesting.
no, right-handed.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't. I can't lift. I can only lift my eyebrows both up at the same time. I can't move them both separately.
Oh, so it's one for you. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Because some people they're just like, no, it's just one movement. And then some people are, okay, I can do the left where I can raise the left and keep the right one down, and then the right one. And they're two different
Gotcha.
ways. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's always
Oh,
it's stoner conversation about as to who you are. I find it hilarious that this is where we
You're
find
fine.
ourselves this fine evening.
No, hey, you know what? I told you when we talked, you are perfect for here. You know why? Because this is what we do.
Well, it's very kind of y'all to have me on.
And you are one of our kind of people. So yes, and you know what? I've kept meaning to ask you to like come on, because I know that you really don't come on stream or online unless you're streaming with Mitch, right?
Yeah. Usually, the people that that are my Discord friends, quote unquote, they're like, I'm extremely tight with them, and they have my personal number, and we converse on and off of Discord, and there's no other reason for me to really be on there unless if I'm causing trouble. So I'm too old to be causing trouble. So I just stay off, and unless we're gonna stream, and then I jump on and see tons of messages.
Well, and also let me ask you this. So
Yeah.
how do you do those crazy hours with him? How? that has. Well, I'm sure it's not. Well, okay. In all fairness, though, I'm sure that it's not that bad. But I
No,
mean,
well,
it
actually,
seems like it is, though, right?
2 years ago, up to 2 years ago, I was 3,000 miles away, and I was on the West Coast 3 years ago. And so for the entirety of our relationship, I was on Western Standard Time, and he was in Australia. And I had insomnia, like horribly, all the way until I was 39, and then all of a sudden I could sleep. It was the most bizarre thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I was up to odd hours anyway, but the way that they worked with Western Standard Time, it was great. It actually, our hours were fine. I didn't really even have to stay up too late. Now, since my move 3,000 miles, it's gotten a lot harder. Like when I'm getting up, I'm lucky if he's up. If I get a message from him in the morning, it's because he's drinking and he's out, and he knows he shouldn't be where he is, and he needs to get home.
Speaking of that,
yeah.
when he came, okay, I have to ask you, and if you can't say that I understand, I'll have Mitch. I'll see if I can reach out to Mitch later.
Like I said, I'm an open book. I don't speak other people's business. But if it's on my side of the street at all, or I know he wouldn't mind. I'm more than happy to.
Okay, I have to know. Did he ever get a response about that text message that he sent that night about Tom Hanks and the AIDS thing? Were you around for that? Did you catch that?
I was around for that, and I do not know, but I will. I promise you this: I will follow up with him and see where that lands. We might have to do an update on a future podcast because you're like the second or third person to ask me. So
really?
they're really, yeah. So people they're like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I wanted to. Well, I'm kind of curious as to who else asked this, but I no.
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing about me. I'm friends with a lot of strange people. Like. I belong in a lot of servers. A lot of the times I'll see something and I don't say nothing. I put it in my little notebook in my head. I am a literal fly on the wall. I love people watching. I think people on Discord is fascinating. The inner dynamics of people that are, I came up like during COVID. There was a KHuck. You were, I think, part of the group. For Vega. I think you were a part of that. And just like having this outside world where all of a sudden all these people are like in like gaming queues and and talking shit, and it's just you bounce around, and anyway. I'm going to start reminiscing about COVID. I personally did not have a hard time with COVID. I know a lot of people did. My heart goes out to you if you did.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, you could get your groceries delivered. Are you kidding me? It was phenomenal.
They kept that service up here. You could still get it done.
Yeah, they still offer it here too. Or wait, hold on. What do they offer there for you, Squatchin? I'm sorry.
Just grocery delivery.
Oh, yeah.
We get charged $7 now for that.
Well, we still have it here too, but
they always charged us.
But it's not like, it depends on who you go through. Like I usually go through Instacart, but the only times that I use it is if I know for a fact that we can't get to the store like within a certain amount of time to get whatever we need, and I know that we have to have said things like within that day or the next day. So that's why, yeah. But during COVID,
that was a pain. That was a pain to deal with.
But during
that was the worst part of it, is that you had to do it. Like you had to give them like 24 hours or 12 hours or something. Yeah, it was like,
God, that was insane. All of that was just crazy. You know what, and to be fair too, I really didn't have a hard time with it either. I think the only thing that I had to adjust to with it was work, because I have an IRL job, and working from home and all that, but that was a bit of an
Well,
adjustment
how was
us,
it like did you just like all of a sudden couldn't go into the office, or were you able to get like your office and bring it home?
Nope. They gave us like 2 days notice that you're working from home. This was St. Patrick's Day weekend. I remember because St. Patrick's Day happened to fall on a Saturday that year, and it was that Friday that they told us that we were going home. That Monday we were all home within 3 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. We had to take home our monitors. We barely had enough time to grab anything else besides our monitors and our computers, and that was it. We couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, and even then, it was a struggle for the other departments to get their stuff together, and for HR to get everything. It was it was crazy.
Yeah.
Having to scramble.
I have a friend that does HR stuff, and it just said that it was a nightmare because a lot of the records and everything has to be locked up, and yada yada yada. So for OSHA standards, and it's just like okay, well, what about like SARS? Like COVID. Does that okay? No, all right.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, that was a crazy time. That was
fucking insane. And you know what? I was listening to a person that made a really good case for that. Actually, it's decadable, meaning like as of decades, and then it's actually going to reemerge in 2029, a different variant, and that'll be more that'll be much more like what the worst part about COVID is that it was so transmissible, like it like you breathed in the direction of people and they could get it, like it was highly transmissible, but the mortality was low. And so I listened to this guy that made a really good case for it reemerging in 2029 being the same kind of contagious, but a higher mortality rate. And that literally, looking at right now what the effects are is that it has split our population into half about people who are vaccinated and the unvaccinated. And it somehow has become this political fucking minefield, and science has no bearing in it whatsoever. And so now it's a political stance of whether or not you've gotten vaccinated or you're not vaccinated.
Right.
So it's, instead of looking at the science and looking at like what the guy had said, which is if we actually saw this, we saw a precursor to COVID in 2009. And we saw that something had already propped up. That's why that's why we got the vaccine so quickly. It's because they were already working on a vaccine for COVID. They were already working on it because they knew that it was highly transmissible, and that it was highly contagious, and that it crossed species. They knew that. They fucking knew that. So anyway. I don't want to. Again, I don't want to get political. So I'll just if it gets to 2029, I think we're in deep shit. I think we're in really deep shit here, people.
Yeah,
we can't even fucking with it.
Yeah. I really, really hope not that is not the case. Hello, Nerdy John.
I agree.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how is everyone?
we are good, sir. How are you?
Doing good. I hope everyone's not being sued by furries.
No, not today.
Not yet.
No, not today.
I'm sorry, sued by fairies?
Furries.
Furries.
Although they are also a fairy as well.
Oh God.
Good Lord.
John, no. John, no.
John, I have this gnawing feeling that you weren't supposed to say that.
No. He's fine. It's just that he's not. You want to tell her, John, really quick? what happened to you yesterday.
Oh no, what
should
happened
I get into
yesterday?
it?
If
Yeah,
you
what
want to,
happened?
sure, go ahead.
I mean, if it's too personal, don't absolutely we can move
No,
on.
no. In fact,
But
this is
I'm
very
No,
interested.
it's
funny.
public.
I'm
It's
intrigued.
public.
I'm
It's
intrigued,
public.
John. Please, take me along with your adventure.
All right, so I did an interview with Leia something. I don't know if you know who that is. It's another.
I do.
Okay. Okay, sweet. Okay. So, I had her on for an interview. I noticed that a few new people joined my Discord server because of her, right? And
Because of
one of
Leia
these
something?
people, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So the other day, this person randomly, and Squatching can attest to this, just like starts like messaging a whole bunch of like trauma dumping stuff. And
Wait,
keep in
to
mind, my
you?
server,
Wait, to you or
self-admitted, my
to
server,
In the
everyone
general
else?
chat. In the
in the
general
general
in the
chat. And
general-
keep in mind, right?
oh.
Self-admitted,
General
my
Oh,
server
okay.
is
of the
dead.
channels.
All right, my server is dead in terms of activity, right? Mostly, but prior to this, it was just like me adding everyone that I was live, that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so this person starts like doing massive trauma dumps and then like starts naming a bunch of people and says that they're going to leave if any of these people join the server and that they need to be banned. And so I'm just like, hey, buddy, hey, this ain't the type of server for trauma dumping, keep positive vibes, that whole deal, right?
Positive and meming.
Do you have that as like in the description of the rules and shit that like don't trauma?
You know what? I didn't think that needed to be a rule.
Yeah, well,
True.
see, that's why rules
Fair.
exist, my friend.
Mhm.
Well-
Rules exist because nobody thought that a rule like that would be needed, and somebody fucked it up for the rest of us. That is
Well,
basically
Well,
all
true,
it
well,
is.
anyway.
Fair,
And-
fair.
Yeah, and anyway, right? So like, and then as soon as I told them to like cool it down, they left the server, right?
Mhm.
And so like, the next morning, me and Squatchin are doing the morning show, right? Nerdy Live.
Yeah.
Before we get into the main topic, we like to try to have some fun, get the chat laughing, some chuckles here and there, right? So we're like, hey guys, if you're not in the server, something crazy happened, right? And so like I start reading the messages, and like none of this is private information. It's all like it was just all like very like
all
trauma
public.
dumpy.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so like as like a kind of like, like an in-between upload sort of deal, I uploaded that segment of the live stream as it's like its own video. And I titled like the, Discord drama, right? Clickbaity stuff, right? And all of a sudden, this person starts like commenting. Hang on, let me pull up the comments directly.
Oh my god.
Wait, oh my god, they deleted everything.
No.
They deleted their
No
comments.
way.
Okay, hang on.
Oh,
We
no
have screenshots. There's got to
way.
be screenshots.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
have screenshots. Let me
Paradox, this
get
this
to them real
person
quick.
saw this video. Okay, let me just I'll add this here while he's looking for the comments.
Mhm.
So this person saw the video, okay?
Okay.
And made a whole bunch of comments that he's getting ready to find under the video.
Okay.
Mhm.
They were very unhinged and they were rather interesting. So, but now that he says they deleted them, which I'm not surprised by, actually, now that I think
Yeah,
about it.
so
Yeah.
first comment says, so you make a video about me? Everything I said was fact and of the truth. It's my health records and all. Call it drama. Call it what you want, but I'm taking action now of this. And I said, well, I hope you get well. You're still welcome in the server. However, just don't trauma dump. And they said, Nerdy John, again, you call it what you want or assume all you want. But I don't know the BS you don't know the BS I've been through. And I do have loads of doctors,
in all
including a
seriousness,
therapist. What was
in
that,
all
sorry?
seriousness, this woman,
Well, it's a trans
obviously,
man, so how
or
dare you
man, woman
misgender?
or man, gender, yeah, I don't want to misgender anyone, woman or man, has things going on for them. I'm sorry to hear that they got all that going on. I wish them well. I hope they find a therapist. Good luck to you. I don't know how I could be of service to you in any way, shape, or form. And good luck.
Actually, let me continue reading, right? I've been in, and I do have loads of doctors, including a therapist, like you assume. So you're right, and if you have any sort of right and wrong thinking, you'll delete this segment today instead of what others have done, because what you did is no better than them now that I'm a target. Yes, my therapist told me to be diligent on be diligent of YouTubers. I'm doing exactly that because she's aware of my harassment and bullying by people here on this platform for damn years. I am not joking. So if this video does not get taken down, I will report to my doctors, and I will get everything set into motion. I don't joke nor lie about my trauma. Nor
I'm
that
sorry, report
screenshot.
to your doctors? Like they're gonna do anything about a YouTube video? What the fuck would their
Thank you,
doctor have?
Paradox. Thank you.
Yeah, they're gonna sue me.
What?
Apparently, they're gonna
Okay,
sue me.
again, mentally unwell. I'm sorry to
Yes.
hear that. Here
Yes.
is
And like, I'm still trying to be nice here, right? I'm confused what the
Why?
issue here is. You
Why?
posted in a public Discord server about your issues, which I am glad you're getting help for. And when I asked you to change the subject, you freaked out, and I said leave the server. I obviously should be left the server.
See, this
And I talked
this
about
is your
it, that's
problem,
it.
John. This is your problem, John. Is that you're treating them like a normal person. Person is not
Mhm.
normal. They have a mental disability. There's something going on for them that
Mhm.
they're a few fries short of a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so they are not going to listen to logic. They are not going to listen to reason. You will always be the epitome of whatever you are in their perspective and reality. That's all there is to it. So
Well, they also replied
take
with,
it from someone really old. It's
Mhm.
not fucking worth it. It's not worth the energy to try to explain to this person. It's not worth the energy of putting an ear to someone that so that they can continue their trauma dump.
They respond with, "What are you confused about? I also have agencies to go to as well. Agencies. They also have agencies.
I
You're
mean,
making a
stop treating
public
them
video about
treating
me.
them like they're normal people. They're not normal.
You're
they're
making
just
a
not.
public video about me is going to give people the notice and the target on my back. What do you not get?" And then everyone's favorite, Horror and Hellfire, apparently saw this video. And they respond with, "Hi, as someone with their own litany of mental health issues here. John did not put a target on your back. You did. None of this is
Hold on,
anyone's
wait,
business
wait,
but
wait,
your
wait.
own. It is wrong of
Start
you
over,
to
start
put
over.
that."
That was too
What was that,
funny.
sorry?
Start over from that. What did she say?
She says, "Hi, as someone with their own litany of mental health issues here.
Okay, go on.
John did not put a target on your back. You did. None of this is anyone's business but your own. It is wrong of you to put that burden on others who are not in your inner circle of trust. You, of your own volition, dumped all of this private info. And by the way, it's not private. It's not like any of this was like it's not like personal like doxes or anything. I need to specify that.
Yeah. No, she's just fucking calling a spade, as far as I'm concerned.
On a public platform, it is your own fault that the owner of said platform had to address it. Get offline, continue getting help. This is not a healthy space
I
for you.
love her. I
Okay,
love her
so
much.
Horror and Hellfire emphasize words like you, private, and public. I was in a Discord call with this person, right? To try and like see if we, because I'm at this point, I'm still like trying to be nice, you know. And as soon
That's
as
your
like, Horror and
problem.
Hellfire
Again,
made this
you're treating people like they're fucking normal.
as soon as Horror and Hellfire made this comment, this person goes, "Well, the emphasization of these words, it can be interpreted that this person is yelling at me.
Yeah, that happened.
And I go, yelling.
I don't give a shit if she whispered it. I don't care if she fucking, smoke signaled it. I don't care if she sign languaged it. I don't give a fuck. She still called a spade a spade.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
and it's fucking story.
For the sake of peace and love, I have decided to private the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's a shame.
Well, it's gonna.
I get it, but it's a shame. It's a shame that to cover your ass to see hey.
This is the annoying thing as well. They try to, because obviously prior to the conversation, I was screenshotting look at these insane comments I'm getting, right? Mm-hmm. And they're telling, and obviously people are some people are commenting on Twitter, right? This person is telling me to go to these people and tell them to stop talking about it.
Yeah, that happened. Mm-hmm.
This is the problem with that community. They don't understand that we can't police other people's speech.
No, we cannot.
You know what, sister? I can't even police my own speech. So,
right?
As far as I'm concerned.
What makes you think I'm going to be responsible for somebody else? Yeah, exactly. No.
But if somebody wants me to blame, or somebody is available for me to blame on, just let me know so I can use them.
But also, and Hellfire was not wrong. I mean, and let's be honest. I love Horde Hellfire. She is one of these. I love her to death. She has been on multiple different times. I love her to death. She's a great person.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not one to beat around the bush.
Nope.
You know what I mean? She tells it again,
What
you just said. She calls it a spade, and that's why we love her because that's what she does, and that's what she.
It's just fucking refreshing, I mean, it's refreshing.
This person, people, well, everything needs to be settled now, and I'm like. And people are taking this to the extreme. I'm just like, what do you mean? You threatened to sue me over public messages. And this person goes, no, I threatened to sue you over a video about public messages.
Because that makes it better.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, in their mind, it's different. In their mind, that, God damn it, why can't you see it the way that they see it, which is totally separate. Totally fucking different. I'm telling you, I can hear the crazy, screaming it at me about how that there's a fucking difference.
Yeah,
I don't see how it is.
Will be in touch with you.
Well, and but and I also, but with Horror and Hellfire though too, and actually I was gonna bring this up with you, and we can bring it up here. Actually, we can go ahead and bring it up now, but so. One of the reasons why I think that I really started paying attention more to you, not just because of Mitch, but the reason why you kind of stood out to me. In a way. And this is
wait, hold on. I have a feeling I'm going to have to apologize for something. I'm going to report myself.
No, I don't think so. Was one of the dramas that happened, and you're going to know what I'm talking about here in a minute. When Nerdy had Leia something on, they got to talking about the women recording drama.
Okay.
And they got to talking about that, and you were there for that midstream, weren't you?
I believe I was. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like? Again, I'm just curious because I know that you were there for that and it came up in a conversation, so you don't have to go into
But I'm more intrigued to hear about how it came up in a conversation. I mean, that of all things, I
think they were just discussing Nerdy, correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't you guys discussing past dramas a little bit, like how Leia came onto the scene?
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit. I think the main reason why it got brought up was because of
Rum. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. It was because of Rum.
Because Rum, talking about tipster, that leads to Rum. Talking about Rum leads to
the lolicon.
Yeah.
Rum with the lolicon thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
because
okay.
I don't know if you know this or not, Paradox, but the reason why it came up was because Rum had recently, when Toastify did his videos on Tipster,
Uh-huh.
on part two, she had commented under the video about how she now disavows Tipster and how she didn't know his
Really?
full and how she
Mhm.
didn't know his full lore and all that. And she made, I'll have to find the comment about it,
Interesting.
but yeah, that's how that came up in conversation, was Rum got
Oh.
brought up, and then yeah, but then that drama got brought up. But what was, and again, if you don't want to go into any full detail about it, I know that it's super old, but that's how I
Well,
got to know
and,
you.
and I just wanna give the disclaimer, the overall disclaimer is that
Mhm.
I have a horrendous memory, and at the same time, I can remember the most bizarre fucking things.
True.
Like
Same.
forever. And my relationship with time is horrible. So
Right.
so something that may have happened 6 months ago, I could either A, look at like it was 10 years ago, or B, look at it was like yesterday. So,
Right. No,
you
I
know,
get it.
so let me just preface that whole thing with that. So,
No, that's okay. That's okay. But that's how I
yeah,
got to know you better. And because I had been watching Mitch a little bit more at that time when he was streaming a little bit more. And that's how I
yeah.
got to know you, and that's when I realized that you were his co-host, and that's how, and you guys worked together. So that's,
Yeah, and what's funny is that I think I didn't do any co-hosting with him until he resurrected the Shock Mouse podcast.
oh,
And
really? Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it wasn't, and then it was, so I was originally known as the co-host for the week for Ripley is whoever, which is Miss Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
And so his original co-host was Ripley. Ripley is phenomenal. He's wonderful. He's good people. And he's living a wonderful, good people life, not online right now. And I think it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Mm-hmm.
he should stay far away from online as possible. But he used to be the co-host with Mitch. And when he kind of started, drifting off and not being able to make things, I'd be like, oh, I'll come in and I'll jump on and I'll. And that's still what I do to this day. Like I'll make it like 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'll be like, you know what, I'm good, y'all. Like, it's just, which it's, I know that there's other things that other people could, are more interested in that rather
Mm-hmm.
than myself, and I'd rather have that space available for them to.
Right.
So Mitch either sometimes, continues to stream without me, which if there's a gaggle of people or whatever, I think it's wonderful, and I get off the phone and I'm great. I'm, happy that he's got people, and
True.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah.
Well, people, you mean wranglers?
Yes, exactly.
I'm
And
telling you right now.
honestly, he has been honestly, and I gotta give the devil his due. He has been on, kind of a straight and narrow since
Yeah.
his last breakup. And I think he is starting to focus on things that actually matter. And I
Well,
think he's
yes,
starting
true.
to evolve
Yeah.
in his social circles and his abilities, and he's getting a little more self-esteem. He's getting out there a little more, so, one day he'll fly, otherwise I'll keep on kicking him and he'll keep on flat on the ground and then
Oh,
walking
that's
right back up to
funny.
the nest and go flat on the ground again. So,
Well, it,
I'll
well,
continue to kick him off the ledge.
well, let me ask you this too a little bit. And I know you're mostly, would it be fair to say that you're mostly known for being Mitch's co-host? Is that fair to
Yes.
say? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it would be fair to say for people that have been around, I used to do the meme paradox podcast, like way back in
Oh, really?
2016.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
2016. In fact, I think I want to say maybe the channel's still there. I can't fucking remember to save my life. But I'm sure if it's out there, and I actually have, and I don't know if I still have it because the computer that the interview was on crashed. So I'm not sure if the backup files actually include this, but there was an unreleased an unreleased TRO interview. And that was done back in 2017, 2018. That right before he made his, millions, or, I think he's at 2 mil or something right now in YouTube. Anyway, the Right Opinion, TRO.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have an interview of him from 2017 on some backup drive.
Oh wow.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
so that's how far back I go. I go back further than that, like 2015 era.
Would you say that? Okay. I was gonna say, are you like from 2015, 2016 era? That's what I was thinking initially.
Yeah,
Okay,
2015. Yeah, 2015, 2016. The big things were like Clown was getting blowback for agreeing to do a podcast with Team. Yeah, and that was my podcast was baited. And so and then that actually I got introduced to Tommy C through Baited. And I don't think even Tommy knows this. Their person who did their art, who is phenomenal, and for the life of me, I can't fucking remember his name right now, and it's gonna kill me at 2 a.m. when I wake up and go.
The guy who did the art for Baited?
Yeah, the guy that did the art for Baited. What's his name? Anyway,
I felt that in my
really,
soul.
really nice dude. Just chill, loved it was enthralled by the by all the attention, because he was doing the art for Baited, and he was and so he was kind of enjoying his spotlight, and so him and I would talk about this or that or whatever. So I mean, and I one thing about me is that I keep everybody's secrets. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you've come from. You got something to say, and it's just between you and me and the fence post. That's it. And I think that people know me for that more than anything. Like, I before you even know it, you'll be like, "Oh my God, Paradox was in that call," and I won't have said a thing. I won't even announce that I'm fucking there. So I think that's what's important to me, are the connections, are the human connections between people. So that I think of anything that people would know, quote unquote, know me as. It's like, what generation of YouTube? What generation of commentary? What generation of commentary are you talking about? Was it Leafy era? Was it was it Leafy slash?
You said 2015 was when you really started doing all your stuff?
Yeah. And there's a couple of channels that have been started and killed.
Shut up, John.
Barely, I was barely watching.
Shut up, John. Stop it, John. Shut up.
You too. Hey, we've already grilled fucking Toxic.
You're outnumbered, John.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Toxic, come on. Fellow Zoomer, come on.
Paradox was here last when we went through this, about how she found out how young you are, you and Toxic are. We've been through this. No, in 2015, I was getting ready to have my child. Oh God.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to relive that. You do not want to relive that. You know what, honey? I always said this, I'll say this to the day I die. My one contribution to humanity is that I did not procreate, and y'all are welcome.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
You're very welcome that I did not procreate. I will take that crown and wear it proudly.
Oh, well, there you go. Hey, you know what? There ain't no shame in the game. Ain't no shame. None at all. None at all. Well, because
you know what though, you'd be surprised though. In the South, it's you're a spinster. You're the.
She don't have no kids. There's got to be something wrong with her.
Exactly.
Toxic, is that true?
Yeah.
Toxic, is that true?
And I'm at the point where they're asking me if I'm widowed, from it's already passed on.
Oh my God,
I know I'm taking that personal, but Jesus Christ, really?
That's horrible.
You don't have no kid.
Well,
she must be one of them lesbian types.
Oh my God. Oh my god. Well, Toxic, is that true still to this day? Is that true? Can you back that up? About what
Yeah,
you said about...
basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
See?
But no, let me ask you this though. And again, you don't have to reveal exactly your age, but are we in our late 30s, would you say? Is that a good idea, or is that
Older, more mid 40s? Yeah, a little more
Really?
mid 40s. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Because I don't mind. I don't care. I'll be 37 this year. So
Oh,
I'd have
you're
to
just youngin'. You got plenty of time. I mean, I think Mitch is somewhere. I think Mitch is somewhere around that age now. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So this is what's funny is that it dawned on him the other day, and then he sent me a message about it. But it dawned on him the other day that he has reached the age of when we met. I was at.
Yeah.
And he made fun of me for being so fucking old.
Yes, you told us that.
And
yes,
I told him,
yes.
I said, if you're lucky, you're still around. By the time that time catches up with your ass, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to laugh now or you're going to laugh later, motherfucker. He's laughing now.
Yes, ma'am. Well, no, I was going to ask you this too. So, what year did you guys meet? You met in like 2015, 2016.
I want to say
right?
2016. We didn't know each other or like talk much to each other until 2016-ish.
Wow.
And for those who want to have fun and a good old time, and he's going to kill me for telling you all about this.
Uh-oh.
That I'm going to love every fucking second of his demise.
You go right ahead, ma'am.
Is look up for a podcast channel of Talk to the Hand. Talk to the Hand was a podcast that he and two other gentlemen were involved in. The other two gentlemen were Brits and had channels of their own. And Mitch was at the time doing animation on his own personal channel. That was his thing, was the animation. But he decided to do a podcast with Peter Day and with, God, he's going to kill me for forgetting
Angry
this guy's
Chimp?
name. Angry Chimp. Thank you. Thank you.
Really?
I found it.
And
yes, doing the Lord's work. Doing the Lord's work. Yes.
Wait.
It's hysterical. It's hysterical. I don't care who you are. It's hysterical. Like, go from episode 1 and you see the whole evolution of like human and interpersonal dynamics play out.
Oh my God.
It's so wonderful. And then you can actually see how it starts to implode. And you can see, like,
insert clickbait title.
Fucking fantastic. Yes, I'm spilling all the secrets.
Is this it?
I'm spilling all the secrets. Yeah, I'm looking it up. Hold on.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh,
yes.
that's funny.
I would highly recommend listening, and I would listen at, I don't listen to anything at normal speed. It's always 2 times speed, but these guys are so funny. It's so funny because you get the pauses, and the pauses really make it. And so I would only do it max 1.5 times speed. I would just enjoy the experience.
Him from making it?
I'll tell you what, if you all do a deep dive and somebody listens to all of them or whatever, I highly suggest that you invite Mitch on and you ask him all the questions.
No, he's going to be like, what? I was on this? I was on this? That's what his response is going to be.
I don't remember.
True. Right, I don't remember this. This is slander.
I don't remember that.
If 5 years passes, right, and for whatever reason now recording stops,
he'll
forget that he was on now recording.
True. You know what's really sad is that he will say, you better ask Paradox, because Paradox will remember over what I'll remember. And he's correct. I will remember what we discussed around that time period. But you kind of get to see this whole evolution of the whole spectrum of male emotion, and it's hysterical. It's absolutely fucking hysterical. I don't care who you are. It's fucking hysterical.
God. There's episode 10, burying plastic dildos. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Jesus Christ, I'm scared.
I'm doing 4D chess right now. I posted one of the videos in the now recording group chat. And I said, Mitch, that kind of sounds like you.
I'm just
So
telling
mean.
you, y'all.
Toxic W.
It's worth it. It's worth it to hear. Yeah, it's just worth it. And
okay.
and you get an evolution of Mitch's maturity between like what happens within the group. Like it's very interesting of where he chooses his battles and where he chooses to die.
Oh no!
What hill he's willing to die on and where he's at are two different things.
Breaking news! Mitch just messaged me.
No.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Oh no! How much trouble am I in?
Oh
You didn't reply to the group chat.
I'm in trouble.
Okay,
What does he say?
Got,
Read the
guys.
DMs.
Chat, this is what I got. Chat. This is what I got, guys. You're seeing it. This is what I
Are you enjoying yourself, Squatching?
I am.
Oh my
Because
god!
KHuck's getting yelled at for me finding the.
Oh good lord!
This is what I got.
Y'all, I can't talk anymore about it. I feel so bad because it's a treat. I think it's a fucking lovely treat, and I think people should appreciate it more.
Yeah, he's not
everybody
happy
wants
with us right now.
wants that podcast to die its last breath, and I keep on breathing life into it
I
because
just
it's
subbed.
fucking hysterical.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, he just sent it to me. He's
There's a
that's too
3.5 minute clip or video called Best Bits.
Oh God, on the channel?
Let's watch it.
Okay, best bits. Oh, this one?
The?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. This one right here. This is the one titled Best Bits right here. It's 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
There's another one.
Oh, there's one Jesus Christ. That's one below it. Which one would you? Well, Paradox. Which one would you recommend? Have you seen?
Okay, not all of them are gems. Let me just preface this: not all of them are gems, but you really get to if you just put it on an instant playlist and listen, it'll just pay off. Okay. I don't remember what. Only one I distinctly remember is the Brendan Fraser one. That's hysterical.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, the Brendan Fraser one, and I remember. I don't remember.
Well, I'll do the Jesus, or we can do let's fucking go. Listen to me. The teacher.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, but I'm interested in hearing it. Let's go with it.
We'll play both of them. We'll play fucking go.
Okay,
Jesus
that'll
Christ,
work.
why not?
All right. Who's starting?
Let's go or your go? It's not my go. I know that.
It's
Wait, was that Mitch? Was that Mitch? Oh my God!
I can barely hear it. Oh my God! I gotta turn this up. Hold on, because I can barely fucking hear
Let me
it.
back up.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I had it turned down. It was me. Sorry. Hold on.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, ready.
Okay.
all right. Who's starting?
Was that Mitch?
No, that's Peter
No.
Day.
Okay.
That's Peter Day.
These are all Australians.
Go or your go? It's not my go.
No, two
It's short.
Brits and one Australian. Two Brits and one Australian.
Somehow that's worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mouse go. No, shot mouse go. I had the time before
I think
chimp.
it's Pete.
No,
I
I
think
had
it's
the time
Pete's
before
go.
chimp. Shock mouse. Fucking go. Fucking go. Fucking go.
Hello.
It's nice to see every podcast he goes to, he gets bullied.
Oh my God!
Now, these guys weren't like exposed to being pedos, were they?
No, they're totally 100% serious.
Paradox, this is
Knock
gold.
on
wood.
Paradox.
Funny.
Oh
Which
my
is why
God!
it's so fucking funny.
Wait,
It's because
hold
they're
on.
totally serious.
Toxic.
John, can
have
we
you,
get that as a clip?
Toxic.
Oh
Have you
my
heard this
gosh.
before? Have you heard this
Forget
before,
what as a
before
clip.
tonight?
Fucking go.
Me?
Yeah, have you heard of this before?
No, I didn't
tonight?
know this was a thing.
Oh my god!
Oh, I'm spilling the secrets. That's oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, he's gonna fucking kill me.
This is gold!
Fucking
Oh my
kill me.
god! Well, yeah.
Thank you all for having me. I'm sure my life was worth it. I hope it for your entertainment.
Rip
Did you
Paradox.
guys? Did,
What,
what
Toxic?
the
What?
fuck?
What? What's the
Did you
matter?
see episode 19's title?
No.
Yeah.
We'll look at that in a second. Hold on, I want to finish this. Hold on.
Go.
Hello, welcome. Shut the fuck up!
No.
He hasn't changed a bit.
This is gold. I love.
Must know
Oh
some
my
things
god.
never change.
This is amazing. I love it. I love it.
Fucking go.
Hello,
Fucking go.
there's a lag! Shut the fuck up!
Fucking go.
Hello, welcome to the Talk to the Head podcast. I am Shockmouse, and I'm with Chip.
Hello.
And I'm with the man who won't shut the fuck up, Peter Day.
Fucking go. Shotmaz.
I am going.
Wash.
Is my
Shot
mic
mouse.
not on?
Shotmaz. Why aren't you? Why haven't you fucking gone?
I have
Is my
gone.
mic not on?
No.
Oh. Am I going now?
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
How could you not laugh your ass
Oh
off
my
at this?
god.
I'm literally crying.
I am too. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Mitch, I'm mad at you. I am so mad at you.
You should have
that
had
did
this
not
for
bring
your
this up.
interview.
Yeah.
This would
Dang
have been
it.
cool.
Oh my god, this would have been gold. It's still gold. but-
Yeah.
We could have actually
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
watched some of
Shotmaz.
it.
Yes. Yes, it's going.
Okay, you know what I think the problem is? I clicked off onto the recording window.
No,
not
but
the
tell us.
Chrome
No,
window that this
Shotmaz.
is
No,
in.
Shockmouse. No. No.
And so
Don't
that
worry
means
about
you
it.
couldn't hear
Don't
me.
look, Shotmouse. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Why?
Just don't worry about it.
Are we going again?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, this
Oh,
is
God.
amazing. This is great. Oh my god, I love it.
Right. No. Shut for fuck's sake.
Have we started this podcast yet?
No,
we have
we're
started
not
this
really
podcast,
started
haven't
this
we?
fucking podcast, all right? Holy fuck.
Well, alright. I already introduced Chimp and Peter, and Chimp apparently responded. I could hear him, but it sounded loud. But I'm with. Okay, I'll go again. I'm with Chimp.
Oh my god! Shotmouth!
We're not starting again, are we?
It's nice. It's nice to know that things never change.
Exactly. Yep.
Now, can we get this played on a now recording stream?
Oh, I'm sure Matt
I'm
is going to
sure,
be
yeah.
salivating at this. I'm sure we'll be
Yeah,
narked on
this
by somebody.
Well,
Apparently,
maybe- Mhm.
apparently he
Yes.
already knew about it.
Oh, did he already know
Oh.
about the TTH?
I was gonna say Matt probably already knew. I figured
He does
that
do his
knew.
It's a fucking gold mine. I don't care who you are. That shit's
Yeah,
funny.
no, this
I mean,
is funny as hell.
I'm gonna listen to all of these while I play Destiny.
Hell
yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
absolutely
that's great.
hysterical. Like you
Oh,
cannot
that's-
believe what is coming out of their mouths, and
Oh
like,
my god.
and Mitch will always be that deer in headlights, and he always perpetually has been, and perpetually will always be, and you will see so many similarities between that podcast and Mitch now, and you can kind of see where on the arc he's at. So yeah, it's,
I see what episode 19 Toxic, is that the one that you pointed out?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the title.
Shockmouth likes hamsters, not gerbils.
I
Yeah.
wonder why.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, this one's
interesting.
about China.
Okay.
Nine.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god, that is gold. That is absolute gold. Wow. I am I am so mad that he did not bring this up on the stream. We could. What?
You know what? I totally want to spill another secret, but I don't think I can because I don't think he's around to give me approval to do it. But yeah, I would have to have his okay before I said anything about that. So.
Okay, fair. Okay.
But yeah.
Well,
I mean, there's stories behind the podcast, and so there's always like something that's like in the middle of one of the podcasts, he was literally in the middle of moving and having a kid, and anyway, it was just it's very hilarious to see him just lose sight of sanity in the middle of all of it, and it's hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical, but I'm really dark. Let me just preface this. I am very dark sense of humor. So, a lot of the stuff you'd be like, oh, that's mean. It's like, nah, it's not.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. No, I get it.
Well, you know what the beauty of dark humor is?
What?
What's that?
Much like food, not everyone gets it.
Right.
Yeah.
John?
Chujunk.
Why you gotta be like that, John?
Chujunk.
God damn it, John. Jesus Christ. That was out of nowhere. But
the subject was about dark humor. It totally relates.
I know. But he is listening because obviously he sent me that meme or whatever, that picture. So but he may or may not send it to you. If he doesn't, that's totally fine.
You know what? I've been allowed to give you enough peek behind the curtain for you guys to go and enjoy a whole new level of Mitch that you've never experienced before.
Absolutely.
So, I've done my damage.
Wow, that's too flippin' funny. I love that so much. But oh my god, wow, that's no, we'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah, Squatchin did the Lord's work and put the link in the
And you know what? And you know what's even better is that he doesn't know the names of any of the channels that I've done any videos on. So
so he has no dirt on you.
He's got nothing. He can't even say, you look at this video or that video. He has no idea where I dumped those videos.
I feel like this is slightly abusive.
Yeah, you think?
A little bit.
Everyone's favorite pastime, abusing Mitch.
Poor Mitch, he's just a poor Australian boy.
Oh, poor Mitch, Mitch, my fuck. Pour him a drink. I mean, come on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, he did. I guess.
He's trying to stay sober. No.
Who knows if he's on or if he's off? I never know unless if I'm getting a DM at, 5 a.m. or something.
Well,
hey, to be fair, 5 a.m. for you is not 5 a.m. for him.
True.
That's it. Exactly.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think I might know the answer to this next question that I kind of had as a backup because we were talking about Mitch, and we can move on after that because I do have some other questions.
Sure.
But what in all honesty, and this may be a bit corny, it may not be, but what would you say makes you and Mitch work so well?
I think as podcast people or as friends.
Both. Either one.
Either one. Okay, so for podcasts, it works because he's usually flighty on details. And what's funny is that I'll know the details, but it's fuzzy in my head because my memory sucks. But I'll remember aspects that he's forgotten, or he's like, oh yeah, and then that'll trigger something in him to remember something else, and then that'll trigger me into something. The chemistry works. Like we bounce off of each other very well. Mm-hmm. And I think that we do that in our personal lives as well. And I think I am an acquired taste of a human being. And he gets my sense of humor. He gets, he understands. Again, I have a very dry sense of humor, and Australians make me laugh no matter fucking what. I think they're hilarious people. And you have to be if you have to live in Australia. I mean, honestly, if you had to do anything, you better grow a fucking sense of humor. So, I just, I think that works for us well on podcasts, but it works well as as friends. And I don't know if it's a cultural thing with him, because it might be, but it's always been very natural to just like feel okay about saying the truth about something, even if it sounds wacky. And that's when like you've met your people, is that you can be like, you know what, this sounds totally off the wall. I don't know why, but this is, blah, 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 blah. And okay, they're like, and, that kind of goes with the flow. And also I don't take shit too fucking serious. I mean, we could all be in Gaza or Ukraine right now. I mean, I live very comfortably. I don't have a lot of pots to piss in. I got more time than money. But you know what? I'm fucking doing okay. I'm paying my rent, my cat, I am her emotional support human. And we dig each other, and we keep each other, give each other spaces when we need to, and she's all over me when I don't want her. So now that we've got that down, and so so I'm the crazy middle-aged, cat lady, in the thing going, you fuckers, So and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right. I'm all right to be the crazy white chick with the cat that stares out the window.
Yeah. No, there ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
The neighborhood
I'm
kids
good with
roll
it.
by your house and they're just like, don't.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, that's fun. Do you just have the one cat, or have you had multiple?
I've so far I have only I adopted her about 3 years ago, and we did a 3,000-mile move. I left my last place where I was at 3,000 miles away. I left with 3 suitcases and my cat. And that's all I had. And I left everything behind. Sold my car, sold everything, got rid of my 2-bedroom apartment flat stuff, totally gone. 3 suitcases and a cat, and I was on a plane.
Wow.
And that was it. So, I mean, I don't have many things that I treasure, but the things that I do treasure can fit in 3 suitcases with the cat.
Well, I have another question about that too, actually. It's something that got brought up with you and I later, but I do have another question. So what made you want to move so quickly?
It's not a matter of quickly. It's just a matter of timing. I know that sounds like stupid to say, because there is a difference. There really is a difference. Timing in the time of like, when does your lease run out and how long do you have, and where are your finances at with, looking at historically the last year and a half, 2 years at around this time, where are you at financially? I mean, there's a lot of aspects that get negotiated at every turn. And right now, the South for me financially just makes sense. I'm as blue as blue gets. I think that the Republican Party have lost their fucking minds. I really do. I think their party. I feel so bad for Republicans, normal Republicans, because their party has been overtaken by a fucking cult. It really has. And again, I don't want to get political, but I'm going to.
Somewhere Tommy C is having a brain aneurysm.
Exactly.
He doesn't know why.
And you know what? It's a cult. It's a cult. It's a cult of personality. He is a charlatan. He is a confidence man. He is a con man. I don't care who you are. That is literally who Trump is to the core.
I said Tommy.
Tommy wouldn't be happy to hear me. Oh, Tommy's not happy with me anyway. So I mean, but I feel awful for the normal Republicans, because this Trump party has come in and has thrown off all of these God-fearing, law-abiding Republicans that used to, love the police and never go against, the hierarchy of the FBI and the CIA. And then now all of a sudden they can't be fucking trusted, and they're all out to get you, and they're all out to, squash your rights, and, blah, 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 and steal an election that, I mean, that literally, it was made up, that it was stolen. It was literally just a fucking lie. That was it. End of story. That was a lie. It was always a lie. It will always be a lie. Nothing fucking would have changed the outcome of that election. Period. It was done. It was said. It was over.
So, what's your favorite Minecraft drama?
You know what? I never got into Minecraft. I don't know if it's just a thing about me. It just never was my thing.
John. No, I was just gonna end it with that. I like to not really talk, like, try to get too political, but it's fine.
and you know, and I try not to as well, because I can understand it. I just feel sorry for them. I feel really sorry for them. I mean, these people are between a rock and a hard place, and I see them perplexed. I get it. I'm sorry.
No. I know.
Every faction has their extremists, and they're all ruining everything.
Yeah, and don't think the left is any fucking better. The left is just as fucking insane. Hello, RFK Jr. Okay, I mean, do we really gotta? Anyway,
Hey, I mean, to be fair, literally every adult you knew growing up is dead. I mean,
what?
You don't know about the Kennedy curse.
Yeah, you don't know that literally, like, every Kennedy that has gotten into politics has tried to
I
is
didn't
like
catch the
dead.
Kennedy part. No, I didn't catch the Kennedy part. No, yes, I've heard that. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm not confused.
I mean, the left is batshit too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like leftist best or whatever. Okay, you know, I think that they're just as batshit crazy with a lot of their stuff too.
Yeah.
And so don't get me as I'm a ride or die blue. I'm purple. I'm as purple as purple gets. I am a purple person through and fucking through.
There you go.
But again, I care if somebody like calls a spade a spade. That's what I appreciate, and that's what I think about what really works with Mitch and I, is that he is very who he is who he is. God damn it, and whether you like it or not, and you know what? I find authenticity sexy. I just think it's an amazing quality. I think it's wonderful to see on people, and I gravitate towards those kind of people. And he's one of them. He's just good people.
No, I agree, and I think though with Mitch though is that, and I think that you can agree to this too, is that with not just with Mitch, but the both of you work so well together just in general, because you guys have not only known each other for as long as you guys have from the sounds of it, but also you guys just work really well in general together. Like, you two just mesh, and and you guys have, you know, you're the mom, if you will, like he called you the other night when he was on.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. I don't give a fuck. You know, whatever. But, I mean, don't call me late for dinner.
Is he wrong? I mean, I'm just saying. But the other thing is, is that that's why, like I said, I think that's why the both of you work so well together, is because you two mesh. It's unexplainable. Like, you could not be somewhat more well, is it fair to say, and again, not from my perspective again, because I know the both of you fairly well, but would it be, have you ever heard like people tell you guys that like opposites attract, like you two could not be more opposite? Have you heard that before about you guys?
I have, but if you look at like who Mitch is as a person, like as a personality and a person. Well, he's got a person and then he has a personality. And I get along fine with the personality. We get along fine with that. We got a good flow with that and everything. But as a person, he's a totally different person than his personality. I think he really picked that up from Tommy C. He really has like the outwardly, like, you know, persona that he puts out there. And then most of the time after the podcast, I'll be like, okay, so really, how are you? You know, I mean, you know, and we'll talk for real for a minute, you know. And I think that him, like a lot of artists out there, and which you guys can probably appreciate as well, is that you put a lot of the turmoil and a lot of the things that you're processing and that you're going through into your art. And it goes through like a spaghetti strainer, or, you know, whatever that thing is, where it gets all munched up and it, you know, becomes this wonderful hamburger patty that you fry up, you know. but you got to go through the grinder. You got to go through the ins and outs of what all, all the little mechanisms, and then eventually you get to, come out like hamburger patty, whatever. So I think that I think as an artist, he tries to be as true to himself as he can be.
That's very true. Yes.
And I think that is incredibly authentic and full of integrity, and I appreciate that about him. And he does it without trying. It's effortless.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, because that's to his core. Then he can't fake that. He can't make that different. That's just the way he is.
He just messaged me saying she finds me sexy? Question mark.
Oh.
Question mark.
Okay, not in that way. It's not in that way. Not in that way. I just because you find something sexy doesn't mean that you want to fuck it.
It's true. The quality, yes. The quality itself, yes. I agree. Well, that's like with, and I'm not saying this, so don't at me and don't say nothing. But that's like what we've talked about before with John's voice. Right? Is that like he sounds more mature. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I personally
so you listen to the words coming out of his mouth.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What
do you mean?
You know what I mean.
But that's also like with Toxic.
Okay, one bonus point awarded. One bonus point awarded.
Well, that's like Toxic. He's more gentle and he's more quiet and he's more he's more easygoing. But he is.
I bet he's napping right now.
Yeah. Somebody want to wake him up?
But no, Toxic is naturally funny because he has that dry sense of humor that again. People can find it, a good quality about him and whatnot, and that's what makes him fun.
Again, you can have sexy and not want to fuck it.
Exactly.
Mitch.
Mitch. True. But and you're not wrong at all. But I think that that's, the both of you, like I said, just work so well together that, it's great. But have you... Not that you would or anything, but have you ever thought of like making content on your own, or are you just satisfied with what you got right now with Mitch?
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I've got videos on dead channels, and just places like where I've uploaded. Okay, so I hope to God you guys can't search and find it. But like the whole Steven Crowder situation back in the day with Mazza. When that all exploded and everything, I did a video with that because I actually did a deep dive. Carlos Mazza was the guy's name. And I did a dive into his Twitter, and he worked for Vox, and he put out a hit piece about Steven Crowder, who used the word queer.
Yeah,
who used the word queer, and they were equating it. And the reason why I'm going to say this word is because it has to be used. But, they equated queer with faggot. They really did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as somebody who is LGBTQ, we know there's a difference, motherfucker. So I did a video behind that. Because I found through his Twitter, through Carlos's Twitter, he worked for a month and a half on a whole hit piece on Steven Crowder. It was a targeted attack. And what we were left in, this is a little bit of internet history for y'all. This is when the moral clause came into effect into the terms of service. There was always a moral clause like with Disney, but YouTube did not have a morality clause until the Carlos Mazza, Steven Crowder fuck up.
Wow.
And they instituted a whole new level of harassment and targeting behind Carlos Mazza's targeted attack. Yeah. And they came up with the morality clause. And I was a huge think about it. Of course, that went nowhere because, hello, you're screaming into the void anyway. Mm-hmm. So Carlos Mazza, did this whole hit piece thing. And so I've got videos out there.
If he had just waited for his wife to divorce him, he would. he would have had a ton of ammo.
I was waiting.
Well,
for
he
it.
wouldn't have had a wife either because he was gay. But okay.
I'm talking about Crowder.
Oh,
Yeah.
Crowder. Oh.
I thought.
Oh, I don't know. That's an unknown as well right now.
Well, yeah, who knows with that one? I have no idea. Yeah, we covered. Oh God, how long ago was this now? About a month
4
or two
years?
ago.
Oh.
When we covered like that his former co-host suing him or him suing the former co-host. Remember when all that came up?
Right.
The guy who played the gay character.
Yeah, not so gay Jared. Thank you. Yeah, we covered
Yes,
that.
that's it.
Yeah, we covered that when that initially came out because I thought that was somewhat interesting. But again, like I said, we didn't really get like too political with it because again, I don't talk about politics because it's just not. It's way too messy. And to me personally, I just and I'm kind of with you. Like I lean more towards the purple side. I'm with you on that one. But
Purple is a beautiful color. Just saying.
Yes,
It is a gorgeous color. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's a gorgeous color.
Very true. Very, very true. And again, that's why. But we were just going over like the story in general as to like what transpired and giving our opinion on it. So yeah. And also, and I will. I mean,
it's a tightrope because politics like it points its finger in everything these days.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, as somebody in their mid-40s, it was not always like this. It was it was not like this when I was a kid. It was not like this when I was a teenager. And it sure the fuck wasn't like this when I was in my 30s. It started to be like this in my like late 30s. It started rearing its ugly head. And again, I don't know if it's because it's my perspective and that's just what I saw like in my view or whatever. But I didn't really see a lot of what was going on until like, I mean, honestly, watching Twitter and shit and then watching something on Twitter that you think is ridiculous and then seeing it in real life.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck? When did this psychotic online behavior become okay to do like in real life?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it if you want to call someone an N-word and don't think it means anything. And yeah, sure, do that to a real motherfucker.
Yeah, why can't I say neighbor?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Neighbor.
I'm supposed to love thy neighbor, but I can't even say neighbor.
Oh my God.
I mean, if there's anything that I can ever recommend anybody at all is that be careful of the toes you step on today. They may be connected to the ass you have to
going to say suck on.
What? What'd you say, Toxic?
What'd you say,
What toes
Toxic?
you suck on?
No. Well.
Be careful what you suck on.
Yeah, that's it.
No!
It's a scary world out there.
No!
Everything.
This is.
Are you speaking from experience, Toxic?
Toxic, no.
Is there something you'd like to share with the rest of the class?
Yes, Toxic.
Nope.
Is there something you? Okay. Fair
I have a feeling you're not being honest with us, Toxic.
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, move along.
Okay. All right. Just trying.
No. Jesus Christ. But no. So going back a little bit to what you were mentioning before about moving and whatnot. You and I had talked about this a little bit, I think the other day, when we were getting all this set up for, getting all this scheduled. And I asked you what your profile picture was.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
I thought that it was a jellyfish.
You know what? We should ask everyone in the call what they think it is. John, what do you think my icon picture is?
1 second. Let me get out of this game. It looked. What I thought like when I don't look at it close enough, it just looks like a dust ball, right?
Okay.
But like it kind of looks like a jellyfish, I guess, if you look at it closer.
Okay, Squatchin, what do you think?
It's a jellyfish.
Okay, and Toxic, what do you think?
It's a testicle.
Of course you would.
It's rather phallic of you.
That's a glow in the dark testicle to you, Toxic.
Glow in the dark testicle. No, is it a jellyfish?
It is. So in Monterey, California, and in Santa Cruz, they have a lot of the sanctuaries on the coast. and they had a local artist that did glass blowing, and he created that, which was a jellyfish, and he used these particles that are glow in the dark. So it soaks up all the sun and then glows in the dark at night with all the sun rays and everything. And it's a jellyfish.
Cool. That is cool. So it's a picture of a glass blown jellyfish.
Correct.
That's so cool that it glows in the dark.
Yeah, so there's an actually very heavy, like 10-pound glass blown. That's a real life thing. That's like glass blown clear, and then it has the jellyfish in the middle with the white.
That's so cute. That's awesome. And that's something that you mentioned that you have taken with you everywhere. That's like one of your treasures.
It is. It was in one of the 3 suitcases. Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
You know, you get to a point in your life where you realize what matters and what doesn't matter. And and I think that the sooner that people get to that point, the better. Mm-hmm. And you'll find that, happiness really, I'm going to sound like a total blowhard with this, but I mean, happiness does not come in what you can buy or what you can't buy. It literally is just sometimes a moment of breath between you and a loved one, and
very true.
Bo Black's bought a Tesla, so check me.
And Badwick got a Meta PC, so.
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't buy that. He
was given that. He was given that with money still. I'm sure. I'm just saying.
See, and in my family, I'm the black sheep. My mother has a doctorate, jeweler's doctorate, which is a law degree. And my brother has 3 masters and a PhD. And all of us have tried to avoid everything they went through schooling to try to learn stuff. I went through the school of hard knocks, and we arrived at the same place at the top of the mountain. Like we just literally took different paths, and we've all come to the realization of what is imperative and what's important. And I think that to kind of bridge the gap here, I think that that's what we all need as a society right now, is just to realize that we've all come up the mountain just by different ways. And we're just one and the same. I mean, there's not a difference. Yeah. And I can have my political ideas and my personal stances and my personal values, but I appreciate and honor your personal values and your personal statements and the way you're coming from. And as long as we can have this conversation and a discourse, right on. I'm all fucking for it, and I hope it prevails. I really do. I hope we don't have to go down the route of, it's going to be a civil war and blah, blah, blah. Right. I want to avoid that. I want to avoid that at all fucking costs. I really do.
Anyway, let's... Guys, remember when we said we weren't going to get political in this episode?
No, it's okay.
I do.
It's okay. No, but I agree. I think that more conversations need to happen. Or more
because we're not all politics. So we like to shoot the shit. We like to talk about stupid YouTube gossip. We like to talk about.
That's what we always do.
Talking about Civil War. You remember the commentary Civil War?
Jesus Christ!
Oh God! Oh God! Wait, has anyone actually seen the movie Civil War that came out?
No, I didn't. I've wanted to ask around who has. Did you see it?
Not yet. No.
Interesting. Is it still out? Are they still doing
it's probably not in theaters anymore. It's been like 3 months.
I wouldn't go to the fucking theater up here. It's probably got bed bugs.
Ooh,
mine has recliners.
So does ours.
Ours has recliner, and I get to buy beer, so I'm happy.
Okay, well, ours doesn't serve
bastard.
beer.
Well, okay, let me ask you this, Paradox. Speaking of movies, what was the last good movie that you did see either at the theater or at home?
Okay, so last movie that blew my mind in theater and probably at home, both, because I was gifted. So the last movie that I would hang my hat on is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ooh,
and
really?
It is a film that if you say you didn't like it, I would literally think less of you as a human being. That is as good as good of a movie as it is, and I stand by that. If you think that is a bad movie, there's something that's not working for you.
I've heard of that. I heard that movie is like I've heard that it's somewhat like intense.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautifully choreographed. It's choreographed to the nth fucking degree. The cinematography is everything is on point. The directing, the cinematography, the acting. I can't say enough about it. It is literally so tight of a movie.
Yeah.
It is so tight. It can hang up. It can hold up to scrutiny.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that movie. I've heard that it's really good. That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, right? That she won the Oscar for. Is that right?
I think so, for best supporting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
there's
so.
like
Yeah.
this really great children's film that you guys should check out. It's called Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It's really good children's film about friendship and love.
I'm going.
Again, it's a kids' film, but you guys should really go and check it out.
I'm going to kick your butt. That is not what that movie.
I'm still trying to figure out if he was being serious.
No, he is not. No. I know what that movie is, sir, and I'm gonna damn it.
I hear the bullshit detector coming off in the corner of the room. Bullshit.
You can hear Nerdy's smile right now.
I can hear it too, and that's the minute that he mentioned it, I was like, God damn it, Nerdy. That's gonna be my thing.
Hey, it is a good film, though. It is a good film. You can't tell me it's not.
Jesus. It's been forever
anyway,
since
I highly recommend anyone interested in actually seeing what an indie film can produce and put Hollywood to shame. Absolutely. Yep. 100%.
Okay. All right. My next, I guess the next question that I kind of sorta, is, obviously that's one of your favorite movies, but what would you say is one of your favorite TV shows?
Now or over with?
Overall, I guess, or
overall. Okay. So, I would be remiss to not, say Firefly. Firefly is an indie sci-fi / cowboy sci-fi show.
Shameful.
It's never
Shameful.
getting
Got
renewed.
canceled. Shameful.
Shame on Fox.
Season.
It was Fox.
Shame.
It was Fox that put it up against the American
shame.
Idol or whatever, and they killed that. They killed that fucking show before it even got legs. And it was a fucking travesty. It was a travesty, and I don't care who you are. That was a fucking travesty.
True.
Anyway, so yeah, Firefly is still my number one. You got to enjoy a movie of Serenity. I didn't think it was that bad. A lot of people hated it. It was okay. I mean, Well, I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but yeah. So that's my go-to.
Okay.
If you guys want to ever see an actual good series, check that one out.
That's a great
it's worth
show. It's an amazing show. Yes, absolutely. Well, have you? It's kind of a little bit popular. It's somewhat. I think it just ended, or the first part of it ended like a couple days ago. But Bridgerton season 3. Any thoughts on that?
Oh my god, I'm watching that. Yes, I'm totally fucking okay. So it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I have to admit that right off the bat. It's a guilty pleasure. Normally, I'm not into rom-coms or the whole me. I want to fucking see them hang. Like, I want to kill all the rich, noble people. So, it's hard to get me into the little heartstring about how let me feel bad for you that you're getting, treated as a queen 24/7.
True. True.
I mean, it's a little harder for me to go, poor you, this is your 4th, outfit change. I don't know. Whatever.
No, I get you. I understand.
It's my own internal feminist screaming, I'm sure.
Isn't that funny how as you get older, you start to pay attention to stuff like that more in TV shows? And
Thank you. Yeah. You're like, do you know what that takes?
Yeah, that's like you start to logistically think about like what it would take to get in that dress or what it would take to get into that
Exactly. Yep.
suit or how you can run from one end of the house to the other in less than 2 seconds. Like what?
Yeah, isn't it amazing how they start at the very front and somehow all of a sudden they're in the back with the
Yeah.
the
Can a
saddles
horse
and the
gallop really
horses.
that fast? Or they can actually, but it's.
I
but
mean,
no,
there's
it's-
only so much buy-in I can do, and then
True,
at a
true.
certain point, I'm like, okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way that Star Wars went for me. Was I mean, I
Mhm.
distinctly recall
That
when they
Star
started
Wars
going.
went.
Which
That
Star
went
Wars?
into that direction. It did. It went into the direction
Oh,
of the
yeah.
artsy fartsy, feely, whole thing, and it lost me completely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You and Peepaw could talk Star Wars all day, every day.
Oh yeah, and he and I love playing poker with him. He's a gem. He's a gem anyway. I might steal his morning time slot. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not.
Ooh, you should.
So yeah, so I'm thinking about doing something like that because I got to start screaming it other than a wall. So
Hey, you know what? If
That's
you
not
do
a very
it,
nice thing to say about Mitch.
well, yeah, he'll only put up with so much of my ass too. So
oh, whatever.
True.
I would have to say, truthfully, that I think if I were to take a poll right now, who is the more patient one out of Mitch and Paradox? I think you would win.
you know what's funny though? What's funny is that if you asked who the higher degenerate was, I'm sure Mitch would win on that. Except that I think
True.
I actually would win on that.
Oh, you
And
think
he would
you would?
be angry about it because he'd be like, "You should have won that."
Oh, that's funny. Oh, well, yeah, because he's known you for as long as he has. Yeah, he's got dirt.
Yep.
He's got dirt on you.
We got each other's dirt. I mean, people long enough, you know their ins and outs, and you would never,
Oh yeah,
you
totally.
never cross anything. It's just one of those things,
Yeah,
So, yeah.
and that's why.
And unlike Tommy C, I actually think that men and women can be very good friends without wanting to fuck each other. Imagine that.
Ooh.
He has a thing about men and women being friends, and I've always wanted to ask him.
His situation.
I've always wanted to ask him.
He's
I'm
never had a
bisexual.
scandal before. Look at Tipster. He makes every single one of his friends women.
Yeah, but that's because of a specific woman. It's not because it's a gender
I disagree.
thing. It's
Look
a
at
person
Rum.
thing.
Look at AP Overdose.
Who? What?
EP over
AP
9K.
Overdose. The one who originally leaked everything.
Really? I didn't know that. No kidding.
You didn't know the wow.
No.
You didn't know the major Tipster lore.
I did not.
Yeah,
Shame
no,
on
it's more
me.
than just
And
one
lashing.
woman who's caused him trouble. And if you can
Yeah.
consider Kefl as a woman, you can count her too.
Absolutely.
Well, did you hear about him coming out as Pan? That's where the Anything Goes song came from too.
Oh,
That's
somebody-
right. He's
yeah,
also
somebody-
made points that he's not just into goth mommies. He's into goth daddies apparently.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Depends,
it was
folks.
Okay, I wanted to ask him a question.
Oh, bye, Nerdy. Oh, he had to go.
Night,
Okay.
Nerdy.
What was
Oh,
your
night,
question? I'm
Nerdy.
sorry. What was your
My
My
question?
question
Paradox?
was going to be, oh shit! Now I lost it. Oh shit! Now I totally lost it.
Was it about
Okay.
Tipster?
No, it was. It had to do with something about Tipster.
Okay.
Now I'm losing it.
Okay,
Uh,
you're fine. If you think of
Is it true that he came out in a public Discord where he said I'm pansexual, or did he tweet it, or how did that come out?
it was in a Discord.
It was in a Discord.
He was
Mhm.
talking privately to his new friends.
So it was a
and
private
they leaked
Discord.
it.
Yes.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it was
they
a private Discord that somebody leaked,
Mm-hmm.
and people are fine with that?
Well, no, the people that leaked it are blaming Nick.
Why
They're
would they
saying
blame
it's
Nick?
Nick's fault. Because
Why would it
Nick's
be
the
Nick's
big
fault?
baddie. Because they don't like him.
Because of Nick.
Oh.
Because it's Nick. That's why.
Yeah.
Because they want to blame Nick.
Because he's Italian. I don't know.
Because it's Nick DiOrio. Because Nick DiOrio doesn't already have a big enough target on his fucking back. Because it's because it's Nick. I that's the only explanation I have.
Yeah.
It's because of that. But that came out. But apparently, and when he tweeted that, or when that was tweeted out, not him personally, but when that was tweeted out, some people apparently already knew that or had an idea about it or whatever, but it wasn't like some people were kind of surprised by it. Some others were like, whatever. But,
I think number one, like considering this day and age, fucking get over it. And number two is like, if it was a private conversation, I don't care who he is, that shouldn't have come out. Like,
I agree. I agree.
If it was a private combo and they were like, oh, they just outed somebody's sexuality online.
I agree.
I got a problem with that. As somebody who came up as a little dyke, I got an issue with that.
Well,
you don't tell people's business unless it's yours.
Well, I get that, but I think that the reason why he's getting such criticism as he is because of what his stance has been on everything so far. You know what I mean? Like with him, and that's why I think that's why a lot of people were giving him a lot of trouble, was because of that, and where he so. And again,
from how I understand the way that Nick prefaces it, like with the things that I've seen him, like the major contention is that Tipster used the guys, Augie, Bo Blacks, and Nick as he used their video ideas. He borrowed their personality. He borrowed their thought pattern, their talking points, their videos that they were going to do, and he would jump ahead and do them before. I don't know. I don't know how much I can really, as I agree with and appreciate his stance as being pan. At the same time, I would hold myself in terms of that, because it's like, well, what kind of environment are you in? Are you pan because this is the environment now that you feel finally? Do you finally feel comfortable enough to say it now, or is it something that you're just having to wear because this is the corner that we've banished you to?
That's exactly
you know what I mean?
The criticism is. Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's where everybody right now is sitting there going, well, anybody with two brain cells is sitting there going, okay, well, where are we at with that?
Right. And that's where the criticism, thank you. And that's where the criticism is coming from. Is he really being genuine about it, or is he just saying that just to get pats on the ass, if you will, or is he
and that may be all he knows. Can I bring in that perspective that may be all the way he knows how to be a friend is to take those shots, is to put yourself out there and do that. I mean, I don't know what his relationship is with people, but maybe he's afraid to go against the grain. A lot of people can't go against the grain.
They can't cut it.
You can't cut it. Yeah, thank you.
You can't cut it. Yeah, and I get that. But that's the other thing, though, is that's why, that's where the criticism is mostly coming from. Again, is it really genuine, or is he just saying that just to fit in? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
and you know what?
Yeah.
One of my greatest old time sponsor ladies said to me, the ones through the barrier and the ones through the glass are the ones that get hurt the most. And it's true. The ones that first run out, they're going to get the most heat that you can get, and they're going to get the most bloody. And it's a question. Well, okay, well, are you getting bloody with your comrades, or are you getting bloody because this is who you've decided to be this week?
Right. Exactly.
It's a horrible position. It's a horrible position I feel for him. I really do. I feel for him that he's in this position.
I can kind of see that too, but at the same time, I think that, I don't know. I really, the only thing, I really can't comment on it because I don't really, as somebody who really is not very knowledgeable in that field, or not field, but in that area of like what that exactly is, I can't really comment on it. But like I said, the only and I won't, because again, I'm not informed enough to make a comment about it, nor will I.
Right.
But
Right.
I will just simply say that if it is true that he does feel this way, and if it is being genuine, then good for him. Right? I will say that.
Absolutely.
But if he's
absolutely, then he found his people. As a member, I'm welcome. Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
But
the
if
chair.
but if he's only saying that just to go along with the grain, then that's shitty. That's 100% shitty. That's bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not in the position to gatekeep that either. Like, I'm not in the position of saying, "Oh, you're not pansexual enough to say that you're pansexual."
Right.
It literally, I think that if he has an experience, and there's an experience behind that, which is, I don't care if you have a male genitalia or a female genitalia, or a male genitalia identifying as female, or vice versa. I don't care. I will still date you, and I still find you sexually attractive. Then that is the experience of a pansexual. I have no fucking problem with that. Why am I going to gatekeep something like that? But I do question the authenticity and the integrity in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I would be remiss to not do so.
Right. And that's where a lot of people are from with it, is that like they're criticizing and questioning the authenticity.
And you know what? And welcome to the club. Welcome to the fucking club. I still have people even at my age saying, "Are you sure? Am I sure? Am I sure what of my sexuality? Are you serious?" At my age, I would hope I would be sure.
Right. Well, yeah. No, I get that. 100%. Yeah. But
that's not everybody's story, and that's true, and that's not everybody's story.
Right.
So,
and that's been a hot topic like the last week. But also, what also came up, and I don't know if you heard about this or not, and then I'll get to my other questions too. Is the praise of shadows and Wendigoon? Have you heard about this one?
Not to great detail. I was just starting to listen to the broadcast of Nick, and I was an hour behind. I usually have alerts on for like podcast people, and then what I do is I tune into it an hour behind, so I can listen to it 2 times speed, because it's too slow. It kills me. Absolutely fucking kills me. So I'll get on to. So I was listening to Nick's live stream, but I was listening to his live stream an hour prior at 2 times speed, and he was just getting on to that person. So I don't know a whole lot of that. Just that they've been in different circles, or.
Let's just say that they had what was it? Hold on. Let me see how long exactly it was. A 3-hour and I believe 20-minute video.
Either 20 or 45. I think it was. I want to say 45.
Hold on.
Really?
Hold on. Because Bo Blacks did the Lord's
Bo
work.
Black's archived, yeah.
Yeah, Bo Black's archived it. Okay, yes. Out of a 3-hour and 20-minute video, he talked about Wendigoon, Mudahar, and mostly Wendigoon in this
little bit
segment
about
is the Mudahar thing over the stupid fucking quote unquote transphobic
well, he said it in a tweet.
Okay.
About how the picture that Mudahar had commissioned for the Just the Worm
was transphobic.
Was transphobic, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But in the video, he said the video itself was transphobic, I believe.
Did he? Okay,
pretty sure.
I'll have to double check that, because I didn't get to see the full 40-minute segment yet. I think because by the time that I got around to it, he had removed it. So that's why I wasn't able to watch it. I was told about it, but I did get to watch the Wendigoon, or him talking about Wendigoon and why Wendigoon is a bad person, or why he believes Wendigoon is a bad person. It broke my brain. It absolutely broke my brain. I'm just warning you now. It broke my brain. It's
Nick was just starting to get into it, and I didn't. I knew it was a deep dive, and I knew if I started listening, I wasn't going to be able to turn it off by the time your podcast started. So I just jumped to something else. And
but
I'm
yeah,
gonna get
it's a doozy. So if you happen to follow Bo Blacks, or if you can, you can find him on Twitter. But if you go to Bo Blacks's page on Twitter, he archived the entire video, so you can watch it.
Yeah, somebody just sent me a link of the Rob's Media Archive. Bad conservative horror movies.
Yep.
In Praise of Shadows. Yeah, see, I already got people on it.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Excellent.
This is one of the benefits of knowing people is that they're like, oh yeah, here you go. This is what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, and I get sent stuff all the time.
No matter what, I get dialed in, whether I like it or not. I get dialed in.
Yeah, I get sent stuff all the time, and most of it, obviously some of it or most of it is Squatching and Toxic, and others. But some of it in the beginning, when I was first started streaming, was Purple Paw Prince. She was doing it, and she still does. She still sends me stuff on occasion. Purple's the go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Purple's awesome. Okay, well, I just had a few more other questions here before we. Oh gosh, it's already been over 2.5 hours.
I know. I've gabbed your guys' ear off. I've already sold my best friend down the river with to the hand. What other kind of damage can we do tonight, ladies?
You know what? Well, you know what? I don't think that Mitch would
and
have
gentlemen,
it any other way.
pardon me.
I'm just saying. I don't think Mitch would have it any other way.
Yeah.
So,
just wait till he finds out that Tuck to the Hand has been released, and then he's gonna,
Yeah, true. Well, that's why he sent me that picture of Homer with the golf club.
Yep.
I added him on Twitter, and I said, "Fucking go."
I love it. But before I get into the last few bits of questions here, Squatching or Toxic, do either one of you have any questions that you want to ask her real quick?
Strange questions are welcome. I know the weirdest shit, so if you don't think I don't know the answer, you'd be surprised.
What are your top 5 favorite movies of all time?
There you go.
Okay, so okay, I'm not gonna just call it one movie because his entire body of work, I'm gonna just say as my top one, is I just had his name too. Spaceballs, Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks. Any Mel Brooks movie, he's got me. Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs. I mean, you name it, you got it.
Though.
Yeah.
Dracula Dead and Loving
Spaceballs?
It. Toxic.
Right on.
We're gonna have a movie night in our Discord, and we're gonna watch that. Yes, we need to do that.
I'm a big John Candy fan myself.
Oh, John Candy. Oh, forget about it. I mean, you gotta see Uncle Buck. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking one of his best hands down fucking movies.
Is my favorite.
Which one?
Cool Runnings.
Oh,
yeah.
that is a good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, and y'all, this is showing my age too a little bit. One of my favorite movies of John Candy, and I did not realize that it was him until I got older, was Rescue Rangers.
Oh, that wasn't bad. It was okay. It was a little...
He was Wilbur.
Yeah.
He was the voice of Wilbur. Yeah. That's what.
You got to be about 20 years younger than I am, maybe about 15.
Really?
15 years younger than I am.
I was thinking like 10 or 15. Yeah, that's
I'm thinking 15. Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's okay. It'll creep up before you know it, sweetheart. So enjoy it while you got it.
I know. My Mr. Huck, who's obviously a regular here. I'm surprised that he's not down here actually. He'll be 40 this year.
That's a big birthday. That's a big ass birthday, my friend.
Yep, he'll be 40 this year, which is hard. Oh God, I remember meeting him when he was like 21.
Yeah, don't even go there. Don't even go there. There is an ex-friend of mine. I don't speak with her anymore, but we went to high school, and she's a great grandma already.
Wow.
A great grandmother already at my age. And I'm just like,
Christ.
yeah, everybody's like, oh, don't you have family? I'm like, fuck no. My one contribution to humanity is that I did not procreate. Y'all are fucking welcome. No way.
I mean, at least you're honest.
Yeah, I mean, no way, no how. Thank you.
Yeah, ain't no shame. Yeah.
I figure I'll meet them anyway in the Discord groups or whatever. They won't even know that, their mother is part of it.
Yeah, very true. Toxic, what you got for her? Do you have any other questions that you want to say real quick before I get to the last bit of questions here?
Is he awake?
Toxic.
I don't think he's awake.
Maybe he went to go get coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we bored ladies. I think we bored the shit out of him. I'm so sorry to run off your. I'm sorry to run off your co-host, but
it's okay.
It had to be done.
It's all right. No, it's all right. No, it's fine. No, he'll come back when he can. It's fine. He'll make a noise. I promise. Okay. No, I'll just get to the last bit here, and he can answer whenever he gets back. That's fine. Here we go. Okay. Well, actually, I just had a few. Let me get to... That wasn't it. I wanted to get to those last. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. True or false?
Oh.
Mitch is punctual, but chooses to be late to avoid responsibilities.
Fucking true. True to the nth fucking degree. Yes. And you know what? Like I've got this will tell you how long our relationship has been. We've actually now got it where I'll call him out and he'll be like, "Yep," and I'll be like, "Okay, so that's what you did, right?" "Yep." "Okay, all right," and we just move on. Like like he'll even admit it now. He used to be in denial about it, but I don't know how that happened. Yeah, no, we've grown in our old age, and he has actually managed to embrace the fact that the motherfucker's always late. I don't care who you are.
Okay, all right.
He'd be late meeting the Pope.
True. Well, it was the reason what made me think of it was the last stream that he was. Hold on, I'm trying to think. They did a live stream where it was just Mitch, Matt, Beavers, and Core. I think Toxic was still gone. He was out of town. And they were talking about I think the Tipster Pan story when it came out, like that later, like earlier that day, I think is what they were streaming about. And Mitch had apparently they were 30 minutes late to the stream because Mitch was told that they weren't going to stream. So he went to go do something. And then when he was told that they were going to stream, he left to go get coffee. And he got berated for it.
All I have to say is talk to the hand podcast. If you want to know where Mitch is in the middle of the Mitch's arc with the podcast, just watch that. Just listen to that whole podcast, and you'll be able to pinpoint where he is right now. And what's even better is that you'll be able to see where he's going.
Oh God!
Very true. Very true.
So I highly recommend if you need any insight into the dynamics of Mitch's process of brain. Listen to that, and it says it all right there. It just says it all. That's all I have to say.
I'm scared.
Paradox, having him on the second time around was not only like obviously very cool of him to do. That was very, very nice. But just how fucking funny it was just by
he's hysterical.
Him. Oh
my god. And you know what? He just cracks. I call him my little midget. Like I know you can't.
I haven't laughed that hard. I seriously, I'm still saying this. I have not laughed that hard, and I don't know how long. That was
he's hysterical.
It was
absolutely hysterical. Yeah, he's just, and he is. He's my funny little midget. I mean, the man is like 5'4". I think 5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
5'4", 5'5", or something like that. And I mean, I just think it's absolutely hysterical. I'm 6 feet tall, so actually, I've shrunk an inch. I have to admit that I've shrunk an inch. 5'11". Gravity is a real bitch.
True.
But
True.
yeah, so like he's looking at 5'2.5", 5'3" that he's gonna get to in about the next 10 years. So I get to laugh hysterically.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So I look forward. These are the little things in life I look forward to.
True. True. Well, and
Because
that's
I'm
again.
a
That's why.
fermented person.
That's no. It's just you get you. That sign to me, and this is gonna sound weird, but that's also another good sign, and I kind of alluded to this earlier. That you guys, that's a sign of a good friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
you're willing outside of like internet stuff, which can be a bit complicated and be a bit strange at times, and you just don't know which direction is up or down. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that that's a true sign of a good friend when you are planning stuff like that ahead of time, knowing what may or may not happen, and thinking of the
Yeah.
future like that. That's sign of a true friendship, and I love that so much. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, it doesn't come around often, and it doesn't come around for everyone. I mean, I have had the worst friends you could possibly fucking imagine. I'm not even joking. Like it would shock you the level of shit that I've put up with in my life. It really would. Like, dude, you like, how are you out not in a nut yard? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But
no.
but I trudge through the cringe and the dirt and the assholes and the motherfuckers who stab you in the back, and as you turn around they stab you in the front. I mean, you're still standing there holding the goddamn bag. I mean, you see who is left when the dust settles, and then at that point, then you take stock. You don't take stock of when the war is first starting and you say, oh, so and so and so and so have got my back. No, you take stock at the end when you're counting the fucking bodies. Okay, friends will help you move. True friends help you move bodies, and that's all. That's all I ever understood. So I mean that, and he's, and we would laugh the entire time that we'd be moving a body. It would just be one of those and you wonder how we got here kind of thing,
Right. Yeah.
Whole meme. I mean, it's just perfect. And some people are other people's cup of tea, and some people aren't. I am not everyone's cup of tea. Mitch is not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that completely.
They're
And
wrong.
well, they can be wrong. They can have their wrong opinion.
No. They're wrong.
Yeah, they're entitled to their wrong opinion. That's quite all right.
Exactly. They're wrong. Anybody that does not like you or Mitch is wrong. I mean, I think even Beaver said so himself when he was talking about Mitch. If anybody doesn't like Mitch, they're wrong.
Yeah, he's about wrong. Yep. And it's been lovely. Thank you gals for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been great. I can hardly wait for Mitch to scream at me about talk to the hand. And I'm just gonna go, oops. I'll blame it on pina coladas or something.
When in doubt, blame alcohol.
But that's correct. Absolutely, every time.
Yeah, true. Very true.
And Toxic, it was good seeing you too. And Squatchin, thank you for having me. And of course, KHuck, thank you so much. It's been a lovely time.
Yes. Well, do you have time for just a couple more questions, or do you have to jet out?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, I'm good.
No. That I was just curious. I was just wanting to.
Yeah, no. That's fine.
Thank you so much for coming on here. And again, like I said in the beginning, I've been wanting to get you on now and talk to you now for a while, but I wasn't sure.
That's a frightening proposition.
Well, no, it's just that I'm a secret fan, I guess, of you, and I'm like, I love Paradox, but I wasn't sure how to go about it. I got shy.
I'll take the secret fan. Sure, why not? Yeah. We can roll with that one.
Yay! Okay, good. So just a few more, and let's see here. Top 5 bucket list band performances.
Oh, and you know what? Yeah, I can say that. So I actually just scored some tickets to Rob Zombie, and I am really fucking thrilled about it because I've seen him now, I think like 3 times. This will be my 4th time.
Ooh, that's a good
There
one.
is there's something first of all, Rob Zombie is on my list of, anytime, any place, anywhere, hello. It's just it's and they put on a show. Like, I'm a show kind of person, and Rob Zombie puts on a show. At least he used to. So I'm looking forward to that. AC/DC was also killer in fucking concert. They literally went for 4.5 hours with no break at their age.
Ooh,
It was
nice.
it was phenomenal. I don't know if I know that their drummer just went through a cancer thing, so I don't know if they're touring. But AC/DC, hands fucking down, you've got to see them in person. It's amazing. It literally amazing. Trying to think of who else who I'd recommend. Well, Prince is dead, so that's gone. It's kind of sad, really, because Sublime is dead. I mean, if you look at how many fucking people are like of my generation are dead, like Nirvana didn't make it.
Thanks, Courtney.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jesus, that woman. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God, I'm trying to think of who else. So those would be, and then of course, like, believe it or not, a lot of symphonies. There's the Requiem. Verdi's Requiem. If you guys get a chance, listen to that piece of music. It's beautiful. I don't agree with the composer. The composer was a Nazi or Nazi sympathizer. But it's one of the most beautiful burial music you'll ever hear in your entire life. It just sings to your soul. So yeah, so shit like that,
What was the name of the symphony again? I'm sorry.
Verdi, Verd. I'll send you a link. Verdi's Requiem.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll send you the link for that. Yeah.
Did you ever play, or did you ever hear of Undertale?
Undertale, yes.
Did you ever play the game?
I have to say no. I don't think I ever did.
Oh my god, the game is so good. But there's I think there's like a 5-year anniversary concert that came out that's on YouTube of that. It's nothing but it's a symphony. I love it. It's amazing.
No shit.
It's absolutely incredible. You need to watch it. You need to. It's
awesome.
Great. Yeah,
and then I listened to women's stuff like Annie Lennox, LP, Annie DeFranco, a lot of like women forward kind of stuff, because my inner feminist loves to work out to that music. So I get on the treadmill and let the shit run. So that's what I do.
Hey, that's totally fair. Hey, why not?
And by the way, Britney Spears is part of that. I'm sorry, but you cannot mess with one of the things. Britney Spears, thank God she has gone through her whole problem with her conservatorship. I'm glad she's got her rights. I could not be happier for her. I think that the Free Britney movement was amazing. I think it was actually a good look into social media pressure turned well. Like, it turned out right. I mean, she was at the right place at the right time to get her freedom. And I think you're going to be seeing a lot of other things pop up of people demanding their rights back. I think people are starting to push back. I think they're done.
Wasn't there somebody else that came up with that, like, not too long after her? I can't remember.
Well, I know that Bam Margera, they've been trying to get him into conservatorship.
Yeah, Bam Margera was one of them. There was
the chick that did what was Kesha, they were looking to put her into a thingy, a conservatorship.
The Bam Margera story. Oh my god.
Oh, that's hurt. I don't care who you are. Nobody wins in that one. That's just hurt, right?
Oh yeah, no. Well, and coming from somebody who was not only a big fan of him, but watched a lot of his show and also a little bit of Jackass, but mostly when Viva La Bam, when it was on MTV, coming from
Yeah.
a fan of his now, when I heard that whole story, it was so heartbreaking.
Oh, it breaks your heart. It
Yeah.
just breaks. And you know what? And I gotta tell you, everybody has that story. Everybody has a story. It may not be exactly that story, but everybody has a story that will break your heart. They really do. And as long as you have that in the back of your mind, of everybody has a story, and you keep that at the forefront of your thoughts of when you're dealing with people, you've got to remember everybody has their story. You don't know the bigger picture. You get just a little sliver of a tree, and maybe sometimes you get the forest, but you don't get the entire map.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I think a lot of things are going to start coming to fruition of people who have had their, you know, their lives turned upside down. I think they're going to be getting a lot of the karma is going to be coming around. I think a lot of karma is starting to come.
Well, the recent podcast that covered them, and this was like a couple, I think this was like sometime late last year, I believe, was the broadcast. The broadcast covered them, or covered BAM, quite a bit, like in different videos and in different streams and stuff, and they did amazing with their coverage on that. If you haven't watched that, go find it.
I haven't. Yeah, I'm going to have to find that, yeah.
Yeah, they've done they've done a few, I'm not sure exactly how many off the top of my head, but they did almost like a series almost of just them covering the BAM story.
You know, the BAM story, what everything that I've learned from it has been from BJ Investigates. Like her channel just, I mean, she did
they covered
one-on-one interview with him,
Yep,
and
they covered
I
her
mean,
too. Yep.
Yeah, she is wonderful. I have nothing but the utmost respect for her. And you know, I again, you know, there's a lot of people that you see talk the talk, and then as soon as the bullshit hits the fan, you see other people scurry, and you'll actually see it. You will actually see people like avoid at all cost, you know, and then you see who's left at the end of the rubble. And you know, you got to count the bodies sometimes. And I think she's been put through a lot of fucking ringers, and I hope.
Well, I think in the beginning, I think wasn't she like highly criticized for her coverage of that initially because of how she handled it?
Yeah, initially she didn't, and I think she would actually admit that it wasn't done at the utmost, you know. I think since she's been able to, because she's gotten a lot of Freedom of Information Act requests and fulfilled. So like she got a lot of police camera footage for like the twins that she's been investigating, and she can back up a lot of her claims with a lot of Freedom of Information Act stuff that she's gotten a hold of. So a lot of her stuff, I mean, you can argue with it, but then you're arguing with the court. So there's nothing really to be said at that point.
Paradox, Squatchin, how? Okay, this was all Squatchin's fault. I have something to ask you / show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw it on Twitter.
Oh no. Oh no.
Jesus.
Do I dare ask?
Hi,
anything on Twitter, I automatically God. You know, take with a huge grain of salt.
Toxic, are you here by any chance? Toxic! He died. Toxic died. Rip Toxic.
Yep. You need to be here for this.
So, hold on. Let me minimize our pictures here. Hold on. Who wants to read this one out loud?
I will. Oh, go for it.
I ain't doing it.
Balloons filled with sewage are continuing to be discovered in the forests and other locations near the Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ. With the South Korean Joint Chiefs of Staff now believing that over 200 of these such balloons were launched yesterday by North Korea in the direction of the south. Biological warfare.
This is like your mate like pulling the covers over your head and farting. This is
Talk about dropping a bomb.
This is the equivalent to your significant other pulling over the sheets and farting in your face.
How? Talk
Oh,
or question.
God.
How did you find
I've
this?
called
How?
I've dubbed them pooloons.
I second the motion.
But also, why do those balloons look like upside down testicles?
I mean, do they have to be white?
Oh my god.
I mean, because they could be any color, right? And they chose white. They could be any color.
Easier
Oh my God.
easier to camouflage them in the sky if they're white.
Yeah, wouldn't you think?
True. I mean,
I'm just thinking of, like
Trivial
delivering.
Trivial theater in
Special
chat. Holy
delivery.
shit.
special delivery.
Oh no, what did Triv have to say?
She said holy shit and it fits.
Oh god. Oh my
I love
god,
my
bro.
girl. Triv is my people. Triv is awesome. She does
Okay.
Triv does amazing a film oddity film kind of reviews. Like
Agreed.
of B films that you would never think of or think of seeing. She does amazing. Her graphics is awesome. Her channel is awesome. Trivial Theater. Check it out. Her shit is really good.
Yay.
So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Squatchin, if you wouldn't mind finding her YouTube channel, we can put it in the chat and we can have
Thank
people
you,
sub to it,
Squatchin.
Of course.
yeah, I don't have any like I said, I was thinking of stealing Peepaw's time, but I don't have any direct shit to promote or whatever. I'd rather promote my friends anyway. So
Oh,
my friends are much more talented than I.
Oh, no, that's not true. I mean,
That is true.
No, it ain't.
Oh my
because
god,
you know
it's
why?
beautiful.
Hold on. I got more. Hold on. I got more. Hold on. So this is also this is the Squatchin 5-minute hour. So this is Squatchin's also picture that she sent. Y'all got any of that Discord drama? And it's Matt.
I had to.
That's cute.
Yeah, so she sent that, and then you already saw it. This.
That is beautiful. Who did that? Squatchin, did you do that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, send me that, will you? I absolutely love that. That is gorgeous.
Adorable. Yes, that is adorable.
That is gorgeous. Love it. Love it.
Yes, that is very awesome. Yes, I agree. Well, yeah, no, she sent me that, and I was like, oh my god, Squatchin, I love you. That's what she
gorgeous. My god, such talent.
That's
talent.
so pretty,
It's
right?
a doodle, leave me alone.
It is not a doodle. It's art.
a doodle.
No, it is art. We love it. That's beautiful. Yes,
That is art. Yes, that is definite art for sure.
definitely get that framed or something. That's beautiful.
No shit, that's beautiful. And she's got the glowy perfect too. With the it's beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. You did a beautiful job.
Yes. Squatchin is the best. That's why we love her. Not only that, but of her sassiness and her being the queen of sass. I'm just saying.
That'll work.
But I also have one more thing to show you, and then I'll get to my last bit of questions. I promise. But
no, it's all right.
You brought up baited earlier.
Yes.
And I pulled this up the minute that I thought of it, and I've played this on a stream before, but I think that it was like one of our chill streams that we played this on.
Angry Joe. That was his name. I'm sorry. I remember I said I would remember at 2 a.m. the name of the guy that did all the baited drawings.
Yes.
Angry Joe. His name was Angry Joe. So he got me before 2 a.m. Anyway, go ahead.
Yay, good, yay. So this this was posted when was this posted? Back in March. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to hear this.
I get it, but like you got to understand that you are as equally annoying to me.
Well,
you're
you're the fucking one inviting me on this hiking trip.
but that doesn't change the fact that you're not annoying.
Okay, how am I annoying?
Okay, you are so incredibly slow. All right, me and you had a big long debate on the meaning of fucking life, and you would not fucking concede. you were proven wrong.
Tommy is the bird. Tommy is the fucking bird on the shoulder.
I just have to say that my family dysfunction has me rolling at this. I mean, if anyone has ever grown up in a dysfunctional family, you are laughing hysterically at this because this is your family to a T. This is Thanksgiving right here.
I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wrong. But you didn't concede either. Like I was
Okay,
okay.
because
Basically,
listen,
no, we got to
listen,
give
my
this.
point is this. My point is this. My point is this. I'm sick. I'm not gonna fucking deal with this shit today, Clown. My point is this. Nobody knows the fucking meaning of life.
All I said is
We
that.
don't know.
Well, I said what the meaning of life is for me, and you got really upset with that, and you almost started to cry.
That is not true.
The meaning of life for me, is the pursuit of happiness. That's the meaning of life to me.
It's kind of selfish, isn't it?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh my God, who did that?
AJ
it,
Draws
but like
is
you gotta
who
understand.
did this, and this was back in March. I don't know why he did this or how he did this.
Oh,
but
it's
he did,
so hysterical. Oh my
It
God.
is art.
It is art to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so fucking funny.
So
So
I had
I will
to show
say-
that off.
So I came up with the baited era, and Angry Joe and I used to talk or whatever, and so we would chat. But and then I found out that Clown played he played poker, and I'm like, oh, Clown plays poker, and it was more than one place that I heard him say that he did. So I remember distinctly, like when I was on Twitter, I added him and I'm like, dude, heads up, heads up poker, let's go. And of course, it never heard of me, nothing. And then this will go to show you how I play the long game. 5 years later, 6 years later, I'm in a poker hand with Clown.
There you go. Nice. That's awesome.
So my dream came true of Clown and I playing poker. And it was a very very quick game, but we still got to play poker. So of course,
that'd be neat.
See now, so now if you guys really want to know, okay, so do you guys? I don't know how far back you guys go in era of YouTube, but when Clown put out his video about FouseyTube, Fousey struck him. Fousey struck him and took all the revenue from the video, and then it was like a 90-day thing before he had to relinquish the rights to it or prove that he deserved it or whatever.
Yeah.
And in between then, Pyrocynical opened up a GoFundMe for Clown and for people to donate to, so that if there was a case, that Clown could go up against FouseyTube. No one knows where or if. I don't even know if. I don't even know if there was money in a YouTube in a GoFundMe, or if Clown got it, or if Pyrocynical got it, or somebody got it. But I still have an unknown question of where that money is. No idea. No idea if Pyro just sent it all back. No idea if he gave it to Clown. No idea, because Clown said that he was going to donate it to charity. All the money that came in to support him during the time the video was down, that he would put the money towards charity. Well, I never saw anything about that. I never saw it, and I still didn't get the chance to ask him about the goddamn charity money. So it's a question that I've literally thought about since 2018. So you're never going to get the answers to your questions so you just let shit go. I mean, that's just true. It's just one of those things. You just gotta let it go. Yeah.
Very, very true. Well, Toxic just messaged me and he's got to get going. He's got to be up early.
Oh, tomorrow. Of course. Sorry, Toxic.
That's why he's been so quiet.
You're good.
Okay. Bye, Toxic. You have a good night, sir. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Bye. Oh,
Jojo.
poor thing. He's probably ready to fall asleep. Poor thing.
Oh,
my baby past his bedtime. Kids these days, right?
But no, right? Exactly. Let's see here. What are the other questions that I had here? Give me a second. But no, I totally agree. If you don't take your if you don't shoot your shot, you'll never know. No, I
That's
totally
it.
agree.
Yep. That's
Well,
correct.
and to not to get off on a side tangent about this, but just to I totally can relate to that because that's kind of how I see how things have gone with my channel. You know what I mean? Like with this with the interviews and the things that I've done so far, off and on now, more so off and on. But when I was first started streaming again a year ago, which is hard to believe, um, and I started up that the interview archive. You never know until you take a shot. You know,
Yeah.
like reaching out to.
Yep.
Bo Blacks and Willie Mack and Kristen Ark and Zaya.
You know, and that's the whole thing. Like you've gotta, and I think that this is true in life. You gotta have balls. I don't give a fuck who you are. You gotta grow a pair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a chick, you gotta grow a pair. If you're a dude, you gotta grow a pair. You've got to fucking grow a pair, and you gotta go get what's out there because this it ain't gonna fucking give it to you on a silver spoon. It ain't fucking happening. And I got news for you. You don't know, and this is true, and this is my whole advice. Careful of the toes you step on today because they may be connected to the ass you have to kiss tomorrow.
Yep.
So always keep that in fucking mind.
Yep.
And every human being has their own shit going on.
Yeah.
And you are just a speck on their radar, and appreciate that and appreciate what's going on for other people. And I think that everyone would be much kinder if we all got that in mind.
Yes, no, I agree. And I think that's I somewhat got, I don't want to say made fun of for it, but I got picked on for it when I was first starting doing this because, you know, obviously they were really big hits when I was first started talking to people and whatnot, and it was really, really fun. But I got picked on a little bit because they're like, you know, like she gets all these people. Yeah, because all had.
Oh, they gotta test the boundaries. I mean, that's everybody.
Yeah, I just tested the boundaries because the worst that I've been told is no.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. And you know what? I gotta tell you something that I think women are more cut out for that. You know, because men, they're used to shit handed to them. And it's like women, we make our shit work. Like we got to work for what we got, and we will continue to work until the day we die.
True. Yeah, very, very true. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. The last 4 questions. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
I think.
Was there ever an event in your life that you couldn't explain?
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of things.
Can you
absolutely.
name
one? Okay. All right. It's gonna be a little dark. I knew. So my father passed when I was 11, and I knew how he died, and I knew what state they found him in, without ever knowing, and without reading the police report or the autopsy. And my mother thought that I read the autopsy and the police report because I said exactly how he was found. Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I told you it was dark. Yeah. Still to this day, couldn't tell you. My mother was very angry. Thought I had read the police report and the autopsy. And I swore up and down, nope. And she believes me now. Now she believes me. But at the time, she got very angry at me. She thought that I ruffled through her stuff and found papers that I wasn't allowed to find. And I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't even know about the papers. I didn't even know. No idea."
Oh wow. Wow.
So that's an example. So that's a very poignant example, but that's just an example. My life is riddled with those, like just completely.
Okay.
Like makes no sense at all, and so you just go with the flow. I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah.
True. Very true. If you could go anywhere in the world, any time period, where would you like to visit?
Okay, so my mother in the 70s went to Egypt on a vacation with my father and talked about boat rides through Turkey and meeting the locals. And she said that she stepped off the plane onto Egypt's soil and she felt like she was home for the first time in her life. She felt like she was finally home. And it tore her heart out to get back on the plane to get back to the United States. And that was in the 70s. And that was before a lot of the turmoil in the Middle East, where it was going on, but not directly in Egypt at the time. And then they got swept up into it. But I would love to visit that time in that place because the way my mother speaks of it, it was magical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would like to be on one of those boats that she talked about, smoking a joint, crossing the Nile River.
Hell yeah. Oh, that sounds amazing. Yep. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I mean, I mean, those are the kind of memories where you're like, holy shit, I would die for a memory like that. And it was just a local tugboat guy, and they smoked a joint as they went through the Nile River. I mean,
that's a good one. That's a really good one.
How can you top that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. No, that's perfect. Wow, that's one of the better answers that I think that we've had. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of the better answers really I think that we've had. Okay. I think we kind of touched upon it earlier, but we can go. You can choose a different subject if you want to. What's the most interesting thing you've read or seen this week, either commentary related or world events?
The most interesting thing?
Besides the Pooloons.
Oh, wow.
God damn it, made me spit out my water.
Let's go.
Water about went up my nose. I'm not
I'm gonna steal an answer and go with hers.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. This is why I love squatching, and this is why. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh, you have no idea. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. No, that works. Okay. All right, here we go. What's your favorite place to eat, or type of cuisine?
Oh God, I can I say what my first thought in my mind was?
Sure.
Because it's really bad, but it's like literally the most authentic answer I can fucking say. Pussy.
Why is that such a Mitch answer?
Because Mitch and I are I just have more manners than Mitch does. I'm just as much of a degenerate, like completely.
Did I just hear that right? Did I?
That's great.
Did I?
Yeah, you heard that.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based.
There's a line from Tupac and says revenge is like the sweetest thing next to good and pussy.
Okay.
That's my line right there. Revenge is
Paradox. Is it safe to say that is it safe to say, and I may be a bit too forward here, but would it be safe to say that you're one of my new friends? Is that okay?
I would be comfortable. I would be comfortable in throwing me out the olive branch. Absolutely.
Is that safe? Is that okay?
That's safe to say. Yes, absolutely.
Fairy floss in chat. She meant fried catfish.
It's not. Oh my god.
Oh, that's excellent. Brownie point awarded.
Oh my god, Fairy. That's like a Midna comment too. Midna would totally say that too.
True.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh my god. W Fairy, absolutely. Okay, well, I don't know. Oh my god. I have one last question.
That's gonna go great as a short.
Oh my
yeah,
true.
Right.
I'm totally gonna send that to Hellbent and have it made into a short. Okay, so speaking of shorts, I have 2 shorts that I'm having being done. Okay.
Okay.
The first one is when we had Badwick on for his roast, quote unquote.
Okay.
And he fell out of his computer chair. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, got it.
And I died laughing. And Squatchin would not help me because I couldn't breathe because she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe either. How was I supposed to help you? I couldn't help myself.
Because she couldn't breathe and she couldn't help.
Well,
me.
they do say in the airplane during the whole rigmarole that you are supposed to put the mask on yourself before you put it on other people. So, I'm with her with that concern. Absolutely.
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's absolutely, yeah, okay. But yeah, because she was dying in the process, right? And that's one of the, because I could not breathe, like literally for like a good 2-3 minutes because I was laughing that hard. So that's one of the shorts that we have. The other short that I have is Mitch's story about him flashing everyone at the fucking rugby game.
Oh, so hard. Fucking rugby. Fucking Mitch and his fucking pervert pose.
Yep.
I couldn't. What's the best part about that short is that as he's telling you the story, you just hear you dying laughing in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. I lost my shit when I saw that. I absolutely lost it when I saw that. Oh my god. That is still one of the funniest things that I've seen in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, those are the two. And now we have a third. This one, the pussy.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Now we have a third.
There you go.
Okay.
But you said, what do I like to eat? I'm gonna fucking say pussy. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's based. You're not. At least you're honest. Just saying. So the other. This is gonna probably be a little bit of an ironic question, but I'm just curious. Do you cook?
Sure.
Do you like to cook?
I burn things very well. Thank you very much.
Dang it! I was gonna say,
Your
what are your
specialty
favorite?
is black bottom cookies.
I was gonna say, what are your favorite dishes? But okay, never mind.
Oh
okay.
no, I'm a foodie. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely eat tons of food, but I actually like to eat what I eat. Like, I mean, I like to taste it well, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
What would you say besides the obvious? Would you say was your favorite food? Or like your favorite dish?
Sushi, down pat. Sushi is one of my all-time favorites. When it's actually done really well, it's orgasmic. Like really, honestly. Like if it's done well.
Fish related, all right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Fish related, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I'm sensing a theme.
I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. It was too good to pass up. I couldn't help it.
The jokes, they write themselves.
So, pretty much. So, sushi? What else would you say off the top of your... Anything like Italian or Mexican?
I'm like I said, I'm a huge foodie. I love, I'm a huge foodie and I'm poor. So I live in the barrio. And so a lot of the Mexican food is very authentic around here. We've got taco trucks on any day of the week. There's a guy that does a spit roast on the side of my corner of my street every weekend. And people give like poor kind of stuff as the poor people. I got news for you, motherfuckers. I eat like nobody's business. I mean, there's like fucking Michelin star shit out here. I'm sorry. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but like I'm enjoying myself. Like you can think all you want about me being poor, but I'm gonna enjoy my fucking rib. Motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So so I'm okay with where I live and with what I eat. And I mean, I don't need a fancy. See, but that's what's weird. Like I can go to a fancy 4-star like restaurant. I just don't fucking like it. I don't like the people. I don't like the atmosphere. I don't like the food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd rather be with my people, you know, with a shitload of sauce and some fat and lard on the side, you know?
Hell yeah. No,
Thoughts on ketchup on steak?
Oh, see, I can't do that. I can do A1 sauce, but I can't do ketchup.
Okay. Fair enough.
Another point against Badwick.
True. Very, very true. Thoughts on grilled cheese?
Oh, I'm a cheese whore. I don't care what kind of cheese. Like I was born in Wisconsin, so I got the cheese curd in me. Yeah, you have the cheese curd in you. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I love that grilled cheese. I do too. Absolutely. Well, my dear, this has been absolutely fantastic. Thank
you, ladies, for having me. Yes. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you so much for coming on. You are a friend of the channel. Obviously, you are welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Do you?
And thank you for everybody who has suffered this far. You know, you deserve a brownie point for wherever you are.
Oh, stop! No, you're a joy. You're awesome. But no, real quick before you do head out, do you have anything that you wanted to promote real quick that you know of about any upcoming streams with Mitch or any?
Well, with the Trivial Theater does wonderful movie reviews. Her shit's always very her whole set, like she has a whole like a 2D theater that she's in, and she does all the graphics and all the animation, and it's well done. Like you wouldn't think it would be anything, but it's fantastic. And then let's see, who else can I promote that's little? Well, Mitch. I mean, we go on whenever we can go on. I'm still the replacement Ripley. If you guys ever get a chance to look back at old episodes, get episodes with Ripley because he was the first co-host. And then of course catch Now Recording because they're always recording.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Hell yeah, absolutely. Well, no, I just subbed to you Trivial Theater, so I'm looking forward to your next live stream. And we will definitely look forward to that, and we will definitely watch that. We'll keep an eye out for you. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll also keep an eye out for the Mickey Mitch show.
Oh, of course. Oh, you gotta watch out for the shock mouths.
I love he will that now. I love
he will come back and haunt your dreams. That's for fucking sure.
Very true. Very, very true.
At least he wakes me up from mine with DMs. So
true. Well, we'll keep a lookout for that for any future streams or anything else that may come up. Hopefully, he does stream more because I yelled at him that he hasn't been streaming or making content.
Oh, more. Agreed. He's got to get it done.
Yeah. So I totally agree.
Like morning time for us. What time is it for him? Like if
it's like really late in the night for him.
It's like 5 or 6 or something like that, maybe.
Yeah. So if I'm up at like 7 or 8 in the morning, it's like midnight, 1-2 a.m. for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when we talked to him at 7, it was about 10 or 11 a.m. for him. Yeah. It was. I think it was. Like
that sounds right.
Yeah, it was around 10. But what was funny was when I was talking with him about coming back on, he's like, I always schedule in American time anyway. So whatever time you want to throw at me, we can do it. I'm like, hell yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry.
Thank you very much. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That made it 10 times easier. But what also helps though too, and not just with him, but with like Liana and when we had Eva on last year, that also did help too, to kind of help where they were at like time wise, because we could be able to schedule it without them wanting to die or without me wanting to die.
Right. Right.
that helped out a lot. Exactly. But anyway, Miss Paradox, but you are a friend of the channel, obviously. You are welcome to come back anytime.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to people asking me the questions. I'm usually the one asking, usually the one along for the ride, asking the questions that I have. So it was very fun to have me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, good. I'm glad that you had fun. And yes,
I did.
Go subscribe to Mickey Mitch and see Paradox and Mitch and go do all the wonderful things. And again, Miss Paradox, we love you and we hope to talk to you
And
soon.
don't forget to hit the like button on this episode, like the stream, and hit subscribe and all that shit. I know you motherfuckers are not hitting subscribe, so get to it, motherfucker.
Thank you, Paradox.
She's watching you, chat.
Thank you so
That's
much.
right. I don't think I miss shit. I see all. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Paradox knows all. Well, thank
That's
you, Paradox.
right.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
That
I knew it.
I love
I
that.
knew it.
Yes.
I knew it. I knew that it was going to be fun. I knew it.
It's
She's
always
one of our-
fun.
Yeah, she's one of our people. 100%. Yeah. Okay, so Paradox is now a friend. Just saying.
Let's go.
She was, I was hoping that she would already be a friend, but I'm just making it more and more official anyway. So, Miss Squatchin, so you will not be streaming with Nerdy John tomorrow because he's got something going on tomorrow, right? Okay.
Yes.
So it is kind of looking like that we will be streaming tomorrow.
Okay, right on.
I will get that scheduled probably either later on tonight or tomorrow. So we will be streaming tomorrow. We will be reacting to Willie Mac's video on Wendigoon.
Let's go.
You know you done fucked up when he made a video in less than 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm
That
just
fucking
saying.
quick. Yeah.
I'm
for
just
real.
saying. Like,
Willie takes his time. Willie procrastinates. He tweaks things.
Yes.
To ungodly amounts before he releases something. This was out in how long?
2 days? Not even? A day? Not even?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Not even? Less than maybe 24 hours? I'd say.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that's why when he posted it, I saw it and I'm like, "Oh my god." And I commented on his Twitter post about it. And I'm like, "Damn, you got that out quick." It's cuz it's true. But yeah, we will be reacting to that tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. It'll probably be around the same time, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, maybe a little bit earlier if I can get it worked out. Not sure yet, but be on the lookout for that. And then Friday, I think Friday we might either do a tier list or we might just do a chill stream. Haven't figured that out yet. We'll see. So, but yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that. And then I may actually be able to stream Saturday. I don't know yet though. Ooh. It will depend on how everything goes.
What, do you know around what time?
Same
time or?
Yeah, around the same time. That's what I was thinking, potentially. Maybe a little bit sooner. Okay. Would you be able to make it then, or would you have to play it by ear?
Oh, I play it by ear, but I'll definitely let you know.
Okay, yeah. So we can. Actually, I gotta talk to you about that. But anyway, okay. We'll do that behind the scenes. Y'all don't need to know. No, you don't need to know.
Yeah, don't leak the docket.
Yeah, but I will. But yeah, so to be on the lookout for that. So we may have a special Saturday stream for you guys too.
Bonus stream.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys again. Thank you, Miss Squatchin, again. Love you with all my heart and soul. You know how much I adore you. Mwah. And we'll talk here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again so much for coming out here tonight. Greatly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to Paradox and thank you to Toxic and Squatchin' and Nerdy for coming out here tonight. You guys are awesome. Great start to the week of streams, and I could not thank Paradox enough, and I knew that she was one of our people, so I knew I chose right. Anyway, but you guys all have a fantastic night, and we will see you guys tomorrow night for Willie Mac. Bye. That was so much fun. That was great.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
I'm not gonna watch it twice.